Good evening, good afternoon, fellow Biafrans, Nigerians, Oduduwas, Arewas, lovers of freedom. Welcome to this Twitter space this afternoon, this evening, this morning, depending on where you are listening and joining from. Today, I have again unexpectedly come to this Twitter space so we can have a very healthy discussion about Nigeria to disintegrate in 2023. And as you can see, the topic, Atiku represent Arewa, Tinubu represent Oduduwa, and Obi represent Biafra. The point here is that neither of these three persons have publicly, declared interests or shown publicly shown their interest for their various nations that are opting out of Nigeria. So, and we are making it very clear that 2023 election will be the beginning of the end of Nigeria. And I have come to bring this topic today so we can start to discuss it and let people start to meditate on it. Now, if you are a one Nigerian, and according to what is going on now, you are either supporting Atiku, you are either supporting Tinubu, or you are supporting P2B. I want you to come and tell us why you want Nigeria. What makes you think that Nigeria will not disintegrate in 2023? What makes you think that when we succeed in stopping election in Biafra land, that Nigeria will remain the same? What makes you think that when the election in Biafra land is stopped and the INEC activities will be banned in Biafra land and Nigeria will not be allowed to conduct any election except referendum? What makes you think that after that, Nigeria will remain the same? So I'm going to spend maybe 1 hour or 1.5 hours on this space today to discuss this matter. But before you come here to tell me about how 2023 is going to be different, how 2003 is going to be magical, how the Nigeria youth are rising up, and all manner of stories and what have you, I want you to know some of the things about Nigeria. I want you to know that as today, Nigeria has over 84 million registered voters. Registered voters. 84 million. The question you should be asking yourself is, what has been the total number of votes? As far back as 2019, the registered voters were at 84 million. How many people voted? How many people collected their PVC? I want you to know that that is what we call the Fulani, the system of Fulani, or the Fulani rulership system. Fulani system of rule. It is in the British document. Some of you today on this Twitter do not know what is the Fulani system of rule. Some of you today on Twitter space supporting One Nigeria do not know the history of Nigeria. You don't know why the Fulani controls the government. You do not know why the Fulani has the power and why British or the Britain handed Nigeria over to Fulani. You don't know. And I may answer those questions today to some of you, especially those who do not watch our live broadcast. So I will be expecting some of our people who are here to come in and tell us what is going to happen differently in 2023 and what makes you believe that election in 2023 or somebody like P2B coming to power will change anything. So, and then of course, I will be making some revelation that some of you do not know. Before you support Nigeria, you must be able to, get yourself acquainted with all the happenings, like the reality. Get yourself educated, because most of the people supporting Nigeria are ignorant of Nigeria. Very, very ignorant. So if you are coming here to talk today why you are supporting one Nigeria, I may ask you a question that you will never answer because you don't know. So I may ask you a question that can throw you off balance. So if you are coming to engage me today, make sure you know very well, very much about this Nigeria that you want Nigeria to go into election. So I will be bringing you as you join. I will be accepting the people in the order they made the request. And then when those who always co-host comes, I am going to add them to co-host. So I'm going to, when I give you the mic, I will call your name and ask you to talk as we wait for those who will be co-hosting this particular program. One moment. Please, if I have added you, can you mute yourself, please? So I don't remove you. Mute yourself until I ask you to mute yourself.
Good evening.
I have not asked you to speak, please. All right, Mazi Ifeanyi Chukwu, I don't know if you are a one Nigerian. I don't know whether you are a one Nigerianist or you are a Biafran. So can you unmute yourself and tell us Nigeria to disintegrate in 2023? Mazi Ifeanyi Chukwu, unmute yourself. If you are not available, we may have to take you out and bring someone else.
Hello?
Yes, welcome to the space.
Thank you. Mazi Simon Ekpa. Ndeo. Yeah, I'm not a one Nigerianist.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm actually on the way. I don't know if you can move on to someone else. When I reach my destination, then I can raise my hand.
Okay. Mute yourself. All right, King Solomon, unmute yourself and talk to us.
Greetings, Master Simon Ekpa.
Greetings from here.
Greet you. Actually, we know we are the Biafrans. We are not for one Nigeria. Yeah.
All right. So, do you what do you have to say about Nigeria disintegrating in 2023?
I'm in support of Nigeria disintegrating because everything is open now. The white people always tell us if you want to hide anything from black man, you have to put it in writing.
The book.
But thank God that the secret, everything is open now. Yeah, and I find out the transaction that happens, how Fulanis own the country called Nigeria and why they pretend extended the hatred down to the Biafran and the Oduduwa.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you know when Fulani boast that they own Nigeria, you actually have been able to know where that is coming from, right?
They are right. Yeah. They are right. When they say they own Nigeria.
And that is the ignorance of those who say they are educated Nigerians. They don't know where this word is coming from. So we are now busting their brain to expose the things that make Fulani to always carry AK-47 and kill our people without nobody challenging them. Thank you very much. The election in Biafra land will be the beginning of the end of Nigeria.
Yeah.
So everybody must wait for that, whether they like it or not.
Yeah, support that man. Yeah, right on.
You can mute yourself and let us bring somebody else. Adobe, I don't know. I need one Nigerians. I need those who want to talk, who want to bring something objectively why they believe Nigeria will continue to be a country to 2019 after we have stopped the election in our land. Adobe, welcome to the program. Unmute yourself, please. Adobe, unmute yourself. Okay, Adobe is not unmuting, so we are going to take Adobe removed from the speaker. Gabriel, unmute yourself and talk to us.
Good afternoon, good evening, everyone, depending on where you are. And Mazi Simon Ekpa, my greetings to you. I've been following your space and your posts on Facebook, and I love your passion, and you bring a lot of things to light, enlightening us. So on this topic, let me not take too much time. Nigeria to disintegrate in 2023. What I would like to say is that there are so many factors right now that can lead to disintegration. Nigeria is on the brink of collapse. So it may not even be from Biafra. There's a lot of insecurity in the land. News coming out today has it that the APC candidate, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is picking Ganduje as vice. That's a Muslim ticket. With the level of religious killings that is going on in the land, that is a recipe for disaster on its own. Then you look at the banditry, the kidnapping. Right now, I don't know, but we are on the brink of collapse. So in terms of Nigeria disintegrating, there are so many factors that can take the country to that direction. Now, for Biafra as a strategy. Now, I heard one of the comments you made, Mazi Simon, is that about stopping election in Igbo land. Now, that is a strategy. And for some time, monitoring your space and comments, that has been more of the strategy that we have been focused on. But I want us to look at it this way. Why not? Because if you look at the passion that the Igbo people, that we have for Nnamdi Kanu, who is in incarceration today. Even when IPOB decided to call off the Monday sit at home, it took a life of its own. So there is some might say, yes, it's out of fear. Some might say it's out of passion for the plight of MNK. But the issue is that you cannot divorce the fact that the Igbo people are very passionate about the plight of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, taking no election as a strategy, have we considered taking election as a strategy? In times of war, there are so many strategies that can come up. Even when the enemy decides to send spies, that is also a strategy for winning. Now, saying no elections as a strategy, what if we consider going into the elections as a strategy? With the kind of support the Igbos have over the plight of their marginalization, if you instruct all Igbos to carry the voters' card and vote out these governors that do not support, we know they are not speaking for us, we will take control of Igbo land. And we can dictate. If they say they're going to hold us captive in Nigeria, we can dictate what happens electoral-wise.
No longer hearing the speaker. I hope all is well.
Can you hear me?
Speaker. We are hearing you. I am hearing you.
Okay. So why don't we take participating in the elections as a strategy and take control of our own domain first? Abia, Imo, Ebonyi, Anambra, take full charge, sack the governors that we know that are not protecting our interests, and put people that we know that can protect our interests in those offices. And then we have a better position to dictate to the Nigerian government what we actually want. By saying no elections, whether we like it or not, even if it's one person that they succeed to manipulate to vote, they will call it election. It's going to, let's consider this other option.
Okay. Now, can I ask you a question?
Yes, please.
Do you know how many numbers of Nigerians have registered? Like how many people are registered voters in Nigeria?
As at the last count, I think they told us about 80-something million or thereabout. But what they are saying now is that the number is coming at this late stage is unprecedented. They are seeing a whole lot of more people coming out to register now. So we are not even sure of the actual number, maybe
how many number of people you were told? How many? Can you say it loudly and understand on it? You said they told you last time, how many Nigerians registered?
I think, I don't have the exact figure, but I think it's about 80 million or so Nigerians.
Okay. So do you know how many people that voted in the election?
I've heard, I think it's about 20-something million or so, if I'm not mistaken. I stand to be corrected.
20-something million?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you know how many people that collected their PVC?
I don't have the exact figure with me right now.
So why would you be talking about election when you don't have all these things at your own disposal? So how do you make a good judgment? Now, I haven't asked you these questions and you have not answered anyone clearly, because all the answers you gave, you are not sure of them, which means you are ignorant of Nigeria. So do you know in these registered voters, the number of registered voters in each region? As a Nigerian, as a patriotic Nigerian who want to go through election to get what you want, do you know the number of registered voters in each region?
I know that because I'm looking it up now. I have.
So you are looking. So no, don't look it up. It's a question because for you to come out and start talking, you should have known all these things. Because if you know it now, you may change your mind. So answer me without.
No.
Because you don't know it and you are supporting election. So you don't know. The problem of all of you is that you don't have knowledge about Nigeria. So I'm asking you and you are looking it up now. But this is something you should have known. To know whether the judgment you are making and the decisions you are making to go through the election is a right one or wrong one. So check it anyway and tell me, since you are checking it now.
I told you that before now, what we were told is 80 million.
What you were told, I'm talking about now region by region. Check it and tell me.
Which region are you specifically interested in?
What are you? Do you have a specific region that is not in Nigeria? Nigeria have region now, right?
Of course.
So tell me the number of registered voters in each region.
Okay. Okay, you have in Abia, you have 1,932,000.
That is not a region. Abia is a state.
Abia is a state. Yes.
Give me region by region.
Okay. South has 12,841,000.
12 million
Central.
what? Sorry. Let us start writing it down. You are the one giving me these figures. 12 million. South
has 12,841,279 registered voters.
Let's just put it at 12 million. Oh yeah. Southeast.
North Central has 30,336,000.
30 million.
30 million, yes. Southeast has 10,057,000. Correct.
Okay.
Southwest has 60,292,000.
Southwest 60 million. Okay.
Northwest has 20,158,000.
Northwest 20 million. Okay.
Northeast has 11,289,000.
11 million. Okay.
Making a total of 84 million.
Thank you. Now, how many people casted their votes from each region in last election?
You want me to look that up now?
Look it up, because we are educating the people, like you. So look it up, so that it will not come from me or from any other person. So let us start from the south. Out of these 12 million registered voters, how many people casted their vote from south?
Okay. In 2019. Okay. 2019 general elections. Let me see. 2019 election, what we have is that the total number of voters was 34% of the 38 million.
No, I have not asked you how many percent voted. I said from south. You said there are 12 million something. So I'm asking you now, out of these 12 million registered voters, I think the figure you are giving me is registered voters, right?
Yes, registered voters.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So from this south, out of these 12 million something registered voters, how many people casted their vote?
I have it in states. But I have it in states.
You have it in states?
Yes.
So you don't have it in regions?
I don't have it in regions right now. Why? I have it in states.
Why? If you have a number of registered voters in region, why don't you have the number of the people that casted their vote in region? Do you know why?
Give me a second. I'm just trying to look up to get the information for you. 34% voted, 0.9 data shows. They sorry, go ahead. You can say what you want to say, because it's
No.
No.
It doesn't work like that. This is the problem we have. We can't just go. Even if it is you that I give opportunity to talk in this space today, I will be happy. I want you to solve this problem for us. So, do you know why you do not have the total number of voters in that region, region by region?
I don't know.
You don't know? All right. So, give me state by state.
Okay. Which state should I start with?
Start from any state. You know how many states there are now. You can you can calculate the state by state and give me the total number of the voters in that region. Okay. In South, for example.
Okay. Abia State has 344,000.
Abia State is not South now.
Okay. South. Bayelsa State has 336,000.
Okay. 300,000.
336,000. That's Bayelsa. The other state in the south. Cross River State has 446,000.
400K. We are not adding all these numbers that just tell me 400, 300. But just go ahead.
Okay. Cross River is 400,000. Then Bayelsa, Cross River. Which other state now? So, Ebonyi State.
Ebonyi is not south. No, Ebonyi South East. Go to south.
South. Yes. Okay.
You see, let me tell you. In fact, let me tell you what.
No,
I want you to finish this south first, and then we are going to take one state, one region in the north. We are going to take northwest. So we are going to take south, and then northwest. Because of you are doing it by state, so it's going to take time. So we're going to take one region from this side and one region from this side. So we are taking south, 12 million, and we are taking northwest, 20 million.
Okay. Okay. How many people voted in Rivers State? Rivers. Give me 1 sec. Rivers State in 2019. Rivers State elections, PDP. I'm really surprised that.
You are surprised. My brother, you see, this is the problem. This is something that you should just go straight to INEC office, and then you are going to get this data. But it is not like that.
For Ogo. Well, I stand. I'm not claiming. To be all knowledgeable.
No, my brother. No. This is not about knowledge. No. You are getting it wrong. This is not about being knowledgeable. This is about knowing your country. This is about knowing the country you are. You want to be a patriotic citizen. This is about knowing what your country represents. But it happens that you are not the only one. No. Even those running for the president don't know this information I am asking you now. P2P don't know it. I am telling you. Except if they are listening to me now, they are going to tell him, "Oh, go and check this thing. This guy will ask you this if you enter, if you appear in his program." He don't know it. Because everybody is just doing anyhow they like. Emotional. You look at things the way it is in the public. You don't know. So how can you make a decision and ask people, let us go by election, when you don't have information that you can use to make a decision? This is the problem, my brother. It is not about knowledge. Because if you study this thing I'm asking you now, you can never come here and talk about election. You will know the fraud going on there. And let me tell you, because when you have studied this thing I'm asking you now, you now go and look who controls the INEC. I want you to check the ratio of the North voters and the South voters. It didn't end there. I want you to check how many number of accredited voters cards, like during the voting day. How many number of people were accredited from these regions? And then you will know how many people did not vote. Now, apart from those number of people that did not vote, you ask those people that did not collect their voters card, where are their voters cards? And whose responsibility was it for the voters card distribution? And since there are bigger number of people who have not collected their voters card, what was the punishment given to the person who is responsible for distributing this voters card? This is where you people are getting it wrong. So long as this thing continues to happen, you can never, nobody can convince me that let us go to the poll because you can never, correct that thing you want to correct.
I think I understand where you're going. I have the breakdown in region, and it is largely skewed to the north.
It is largely skewed to the north.
Yes.
So now, if it is largely skewed to the north, have you now bring out a strategy how this thing will not largely skew to the north in the next election?
Okay. Now, we know that according to the present Nigerian constitution, that for a president to emerge, he has to win at least 2/3 of each region, right? Now, even if we don't have the number of the number of voters to beat the northern region, based on this analysis, let's just look at it based on the 2019 presidential election. Even if we don't have that number, if all the states in the southeast, let me just take southeast for instance, let me not even take south, if all the states in that region vote, let me say for a candidate against the north, let me just put it that way, vote for a candidate against the north, there is no northern candidate because that 2/3 requirement would not be met.
You see, you are still ignorant of this whole thing. You have not even known how many number of people. You are talking about all the southeast voting. You don't know how many people have collected their PVC in the southeast. You do not know how many people voted in the entire southeast in the last election. Do you know?
Of course, I told you the number. I have the number based on regions. We have 10 million people that voted in the southeast.
Yes, and I'm asking you now. This is 10 million registered voters, not the people that voted. The 10 million you gave me from the southeast is registered voters. So from this 10 million now, you have to tell me how many people voted from this 10 million.
Okay, for I think I can give the figure for southeast.
Even if you give me the figure, you have actually answered the question. You told me that the election, the voting pattern was skewed to the north, largely in the ahead. So, do you know why it happened like that?
I suspect that it was rigged.
You suspect? Oh my goodness! So now, what are you going to do to stop this particular skewing to the north in 2023?
You know, one of the, for me, I
want us to be practical. I want us to be practical. Tell me, what is it that you and your group want to do so that you stop this voting being skewed to the north?
It's not gonna be easy. But
so what are you going to do?
One of the things to be done is actually what you are doing now. And that is why I entered your space.
Which is no election. Because this election
I know it's not election. I know it's not election, but
so if you have agreed, my brother, listen, I know you are in the hot seat. If you have agreed that this whole thing is a scam, and let me tell you, it is a scam because it was, implanted in the Nigeria system even before the Nigeria became amalgamated in 1914. If you follow our yesterday broadcast, you are going to know that Fulani, was being paid subsidy from the Royal Niger Company. So when they are telling you that they own Nigeria, some of you don't know where that thing is coming from, where Fulani got it from. We have original document of Lord Lugard as far back as 1902. Original document of Lord Lugard. And we have studied the Fulani system of rule. What you see in Nigeria now, in this INEC now, in this system of voting now, is a complete Fulani system of rule. That is what they have used to rule Nigeria. So in this Fulani system of rule, you can never ever do anything in 2023 because they control the INEC, they control the voter system, they control the voting card, they control even distribution of the voting card. So before the election, they have already calculated how many number of voters are going to receive their card from each region. And so this, I'm just telling you this. So they already, in even distributing the voters card, they have already rigged you out. So how are you going to stop that? That is why Nigeria it can never be possible. This is only one I'm just talking about because there are other things even more dangerous than what this voting card I'm talking about. So how are you going to stop that? What mechanism have you put in place to stop that from happening in 2023?
Now, we this has been the practice. I don't doubt what you have said. We have seen it happen.
So if you don't doubt it, can we now do something differently this time that has never been done before?
No. I'm trying to make a point. That I know this has been happening, but that has not always been the case.
It has always been the case. It has always been the
case. In during Jonathan's election. During Jonathan's election, for the first time in this country, we had an election that people's votes counted. We cannot dispute that.
It was a lie, my brother. You know why? You know why?
I'm listening.
Jonathan, it was a lie. And that is where you people are getting everything wrong. The 2015 election was also rigged in favor of Buhari. Let me tell you how it all happened. When Jonathan had an agreement with this Fulani, because of this particular history, I taught people yesterday from Lord Lugard's annual report, which shows and exposed that Fulani has been in business with the British Royal Company since 18-something. And the British Royal Company bought Nigeria. And so before they bought Nigeria, they are already almost like shareholders. In fact, they fought the British Royal Company. They even demolished the company at a point. The company becomes scared. They were scared of the Fulani's aggression. And for that reason, they were paying even subsidy to them. They were paying taxes to the Fulani's before Nigeria became a country. This is the history you don't know. So proceeding to 1914 amalgamation, Fulani already have upper hand in controlling the British. Because of their killings, aggression, and evasion, because of their manner, how they approach issues, they kill at any given point in time. So because of that, the people that came to colonize you were scared of the Fulanis, and they gave them power. Before they joined Nigeria, amalgamated Nigeria into what it is today. Now, the reason why I told you that the Jonathan election was rigged, forget about what the noise you see that they were making that time, was because Fulani controlled everything. The Jega of a guy was a Fulani man. He's a Fulani. He was in charge of the INEC. The Senate president, the speaker, all of them from A to Z were against Jonathan. They decamped while they were still in PDP. They decamped and started working against Jonathan. Everything Jonathan did, they worked against it. So from inside the PDP, they have already manipulated Jonathan's election. And then they also have a control room where the whole election was manipulated because they have upper hand and control over the voting system. This is a cyber issue that some of you don't know. They control the cyber system. They control because Jonathan has been betrayed from inside. Now, let me tell you, some of you do not know. Let me tell you something you don't know. Some of you do not know that during the Jonathan time, somebody came to Jonathan, Pastor Oregise, or what is it called, come to Jonathan to tell the plan what his friend in PDP from the Northern Fulani was planning against him. Pastor Oregise went to Jonathan and told Jonathan, this is what somebody come to tell me. They are planning against you. Jonathan didn't believe him. Jonathan went and started asking somebody who was part of this plan against Jonathan. Are you people? This is what somebody come to tell me. The person say, don't listen to people like that. They changed their strategy because that particular thing have leaked. Jonathan could not keep that secret. These are things that some of you don't know. We know it. So now, during this whole election, Jega, Jonathan, Obama, all of them backed this particular fraud you see today. So the announcement of Jega, even Jega himself knows that if that vote were counted, Jonathan won that election. They announced Buhari. So if you come here to tell me Nigeria did something, it's a lie. Now let me tell you, the same thing. Now the same thing is going to happen because Fulani already know the strategy they are going to use. They have already planted all of them. They control the judiciary. They control the legislative arm of the government. They control executive. They control the army. They control the police. And if the chairman of the INEC, who is also a Fulani, come to announce anybody today, you think that you are going to change it? You can never change it, because this is who they are. And let me tell you now. You see what they did to Jonathan in 2015? They are already doing it to Tinubu. Immediately after the primary election, they all jumped and went to have a meeting with Atiku. All of them, from the Senate president to down, they went to Atiku. So as you see them now, Tinubu is standing alone. And why did they give Tinubu the ticket? Because there is a secret Tinubu wanted to blow. They say, if you did not give me this ticket, I'm going to scatter everything. So they say, you want ticket, Abi? Okay, we're gonna give you this ticket, but let's see what you're gonna do with the ticket. So they have given Tinubu the ticket and they left him. And he doesn't even know that they have left him. We have the video. So my brother, what I'm trying to tell you now is that if you know Nigeria, you will be the last person to support election. Yeah. And that is why we say we have been doing this same mistake every day.
Can I tell you something which I think you are missing?
There is no election that can change anything. Listen to me. There is nothing you can do today to change anything. Can you hear me too? Please, let me address you. There is nothing you can do today.
Hello?
We are hearing you. There is
can you hear me?
You can do today. There is nothing you can do today to change anything from this Nigeria system. And we are saying it is time we are doing something different. We have to do something different. And the things we are going to do differently now is to stop election in Biafra land. Let us see what is going to happen at the end of the day. And this stopping election in Biafra land, like I said, we are not against people collecting PVC or whatever they are doing. We are not against them, but election will not take place in Biafra land. And that is going to be the beginning of the disintegration of Nigeria. Chikodi, you can take over from here to bring people who want to talk. I think we have given this our brother enough time to talk, and he has failed the test, as always. Because for you to come and talk about Nigeria, you must have knowledge. You must know about Nigeria. You must be very conversant with what Nigeria is. You must know Nigeria. You don't just come and start supporting Nigeria when you don't have knowledge about Nigeria. Isoko, can you unmute yourself? I don't know whether my voice is still coming out. Or Chikoda, are you there? Okay, the other host is having a problem, so Isoko, I've just sent you a request if you can take over this whole thing from here, and let us have a very wonderful conversation this afternoon.
Okay, I'm up here. Good afternoon, Simon. Oh, sorry, good evening.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So we're supposed to bring in new people, yeah? Was it?
Yes.
Okay.
I want one Nigerian, those who want the election to take place. Because what we are saying now is that Nigeria is disintegrating in 2023.
I think we have some people on stage first. Let's listen. Isaac. Please, can you guys raise up your hand? I know Odogu, I know you're not one Nigeria. So since we want to hear from one Nigerian people, let's listen to one or two persons on stage. Omo Ojua, you're not one Nigeria.
Isaac is on the line, please. Isaac is on the line.
Are you one Nigeria? Are you supporting election? Let's not even go to one Nigeria. Are you supporting the election?
No, I'm not supporting the election. But the issue here is that we have a lot of things beyond the election. And I hope Simon is listening to me. Simon, can you hear me, please?
I can hear you.
Yeah, Simon, please, I'm not supporting the election, and the issue at hand is for our people to understand, because I've been wanting to speak for a while, and I've been following up for a long time, but the issue at hand is our people. When there is hunger in the land, you can easily buy off people, regardless of anything.
Okay.
I've been trying to reach you. I've been trying to reach you on several aspects, but my only issue is the people we are going after have already programmed themselves and how they are going to rule the people under perpetuity, and hunger is their main strategy to hold people down. See, our people is just like you can only get attention of our people to understand, like to see the entire thing that you are trying to present to them. If they are seeing a source that is going to sustain them, if all this thing kicks out, like no election, it comes up, there is going to be a fracas from one place to the other, like no movement. Like, how are they going to be able to survive the prolonged no movement, and how are they going to feed? How are they going to sustain? Because for me, I'm willing to donate any amount just to make sure our people have a source of livelihood towards these whole issues that is coming up. Because 2023 is not going to be easy. Automatically, it's going to be easy, not even for anyone living in Nigeria, even the West, even the Southwest, not to talk of the North. Now, the Southeast and the Southwest, how are we going to be able to get our people to understand? How are we going to support our people between that perilous time? Because I know they are going to cut off a lot of sources. They are already showing how they are going to cut it off. Boko Harams are already taking over some key places where foodstuffs are coming in. So how are we going to support our people? Start making provisions of how we are going to sustain them from hunger. Because somebody that is hungry, you cannot keep them at home for a long time. And the criminality and the banditry some of them are still trying to get into it to be able to make a living out of it. We are not talking about a living here. We are talking about this very incident can occur, and it's going to take a long while. Like, we are not talking about a year or two. It's going to take up to 3 to 4 years and 5 years or 6 or 7 or a long time. So I'm trying to see what are the provisions, like how is our people going to make a plan to have a very large land mass. I can buy like 2 or 3 tractors for them. Like, how are we going to start production of foodstuffs first? If you go through my post, it's almost foodstuffs. Because once our people are hungry, it's going to get out of hand. If you look at what happened within the NSAS, it's one person that released the information that there is Indomie, there is this, there is that. Our leader was then complaining, screaming. They are still going to come up with the strategies like that to just deprive people from seeing what to eat, like feeding. Then our people will start misbehaving. But if there is conduct of how foodstuffs are channeled, like the river, I think from there we can have a key factor to hold our people down, to calm down. Food supplies will be going out of Biafra land first. Then we can talk of other things. Go through the Biafran war. My dad used to tell me the story is like, each time I meet my dad, I would like to bring stories like that up. He told me that within the war, they fought. Yeah, actually they fought. But some of them that couldn't hold the hunger, then some people that died, they will tell them to go and bury those people. Some will go out and be eating the person that is dead.
Can I address you? All those stories we know about it. Can I address you now?
So Simon, I'm with you. Address me. Let me pause the mic.
All right. My brother, you see, I've just listened to you. You started by saying that these people have program how they are going to rule us and deal with us and all that. That program is what we are dismantling now. So we are reprogramming our people by what we are going to do and by what we are doing. So what we are doing now is reprogramming our people to get ready to face what is going to face them very soon. And let me also tell you that the issue of food is not the way you are saying it. Because when you are saying all these things like, oh, we are going to die of hunger, oh, hunger is coming, Fulani will be intensifying their attack that, yes, these people don't have food. It is not true. We have food. Our ESN has been able to, to save our farmers, our bushes, our forests, our farmland. At least everybody is testifying that this year there has been food surplus in Biafra land. It is as a result of the Eastern Security Network fighting these Fulani terrorists in the bush. So the issue of food is not going to be our problem like it was during the Biafra-Nigeria war. So I want everybody to start seeing things in that positive way. If we come here and start saying our food, where are we going to get food? We need to come and start getting food now. Fulani will be jumping up and down that, they are not going to do anything. We will deal with them. So we don't want to give them that impression, which is not even true in the first place. So I disagree with you on the fact, on the issue of our people are going to die of hunger and all that. We are not going to die of hunger. And let me tell you also that during the Biafra War, the reason why our people die of hunger was because of blockade. The blockade, where did the blockade took place? It took place in southern Cameroon, in Ambazonia. The Nigeria was able to block the coming of food through Ambazonia. What is happening today? We are in alliance with Ambazonia. Ambazonians are our brothers. And all those things that happened in those days is now a bygone issue. They are also facing the same problem. Nigeria have betrayed them. So it is not going to be like before. A lot have changed. Nigeria can never have a blockade again over Biafra. Never. Let me also tell you that when you say this thing is going to happen for 4 years, it's going to happen. It's a lie. I disagree with you. It is not going to happen even more than one, even up to a year. Because who is going to fight for Nigeria? Is it the Yorubas that is going to fight and say, let us pick up arms against Biafra? The answer is no. Is it the Middle Belt now that they have already almost wiped out in the, they will come from the IDP camp? Or is it the Middle Belt that will come and say, let us pick arms against Biafra? Is it the Kaduna people? Is it the Nupe people? Is it the Just people? It is going to be a blow. And when this thing blows, the Nigeria will blow into pieces. It's going to be like where there is explosion and all the particles of the houses were just flying from this side and that side. So it is not going to be like that, because once this thing starts, everybody will pick up arms to defend their own land. So who is going to fight us? Let them come. We are ready. We have men. We have men. We have people that are ready to fight and defend our land. So we are not going to be showing Fulani that, we don't have food. Our people will die of hunger. We are afraid. We are not afraid of Fulani. We have defeated them in our farmland. The only reason why they are still making noise is because the military are coming and bombarding our people, and we are engaging them. When they come to kill us, we defend ourselves. The only thing they do is to go to vulnerable women and children to kill them. People that have nothing to defend themselves, they go and kill them, burn their villages. But I'm telling you today that very soon it will stop. Even before we go to 2023. The killing, this carnage, this military carnage in our land will stop very soon. Just watch and see. So they have done all they can. They did not stop us. The more they kill us, the more stronger we become. The freedom of Biafra has come to stay. So my brother, I disagree with you about food. We have food. We are going to produce food. And if it requires importing food, we will import it. And at that time, there will be no blockade anymore. And let me tell you, we have created the biggest awareness, and every person in the world knows what Nigeria stands for. And now that we have busted the secret of the British, how they have handed over to Fulani because of fear of this aggression, I believe we are going to talk to them in a language they will understand. We are going to tell them that thing you have hidden from us, we have now found it, and we are going to use it to defend ourselves anywhere we go. So thank you, my brother. We are not afraid of Fulani, and we are not going to be hungry like it happens to us during the 67 to 70 war. That is just what I want to tell you. And I want you to stay on this positive path. Even if you want to talk about making food or farming or bringing tractors, let it be within your community, within the people of Biafra. You know, we have food. Let it be within the people. Let it not be where we are, because this is, food can never be enough. So the more you bring equipment to do farming, the better for us. But let it not be an issue of discussion that we don't have food and we're going to die of hunger. You say, I don't believe that, and I disagree with you. Thank you. Next person, please.
Okay, I know from Mike, I know you're raising up your hand, but let's hear from somebody that is actually for the election. Collins and Voice, which one of you is for the election? Voice, on mic, on mute, please, let me hear. Are you for the election?
No, I'm not for the election, no.
Okay, hold your mute back. Collins, what about you? Are you for the election? Collins, unmute your mic, Collins. Collins Obi. Okay, since we don't have people that have gone through so many people's profile to check if they are for the election, I can see that many people are actually against the election that are raising up their hand. Guys, if you're actually against the election, come up and talk to us. Tell us if you want the election, come up and talk to us why this election should go through. Let's hear from you. So, Collins, are you for the election or not?
No, I'm not for the election. Sorry, I was busy and I was listening.
Okay, please mute your mic.
I'm not for the election.
Okay, mute your mic. Mute your mic then. Okay, so let's just then we have to take those down on stage there for now. Then I will still go through people's profile. Yes, mute your mic, please. Odogu raised his hand before.
Please, Isoko, all those your friends, bring them. If send them private message, let them come and let us ask them questions. Because it is time we are going to use questions to answer their questions too.
Yeah. Odogu is not there. Phone mic. If phone mic, you can go up. Phone mic, you go.
Isoko, you just don't destroy my name. It's Fumike. Anyways.
Fumike, sorry.
No worries. Indewo to all our Indigo brothers in the room, in the space. Simon, I greet you. Isoko, I greet you, and to all Indigo out there. I'm actually talking from Brussels. We just finished the 1 million march for the Biafra Oduduwa Nation and the Ambazonia, and it was a very huge success. This is just one of the proofs of what we've been telling people, that Nigeria is going to disintegrate before 2023. People are coming on board. People traveled far and wide, and they came to tell their stories. Enough of the fact that we are meant to be born equal, but the Nigerian system is not treating us equally. If the Nigerian system was built on equity and justice, isn't it the turn of the Indigo? What is Atiku doing there? What is Tinubu aspiring for? But we know this is how the Nigerian system was built. And that is one of the reasons why we are saying enough is enough. I, as a Yoruba nationalist, I actually do not believe that a non-Yoruba person will make Yoruba land great. And I 100%, even 1,000% agree that a non-Indigo cannot make Indigo land great. We've seen this from different statistics, different ways of understanding how systems work, from education to production. We've also seen the correlation between language, ethnicity, science, and development. And if you are here thinking 2023 would change the Nigerian system, then you must be a fool. I'm sorry to say, because it means you've not been paying attention to history. Obasanjo became the president of Nigeria. What did he do for the Yoruba people? What did he do? Even if, I repeat, so you all get an idea that Peter Obi becomes the Nigerian president, he will cease to be the Peter Obi you know, because he has to do the dance of the British. He would have to dance to the tune of the Fulanis. And that is the reason why we are saying enough is enough. That is the reason why we are saying that Nnamdi Kanu is right all along. And also, just for us to be very, very clear, that Nnamdi Kanu should not be used as a bargaining plea for 2023. He speaks the heart of everybody. He speaks the heart of the indigenous people of Biafra. He speaks the mind and the heart of the average Yoruba people. Enough is enough in this contraption called Nigeria. And yes, we danced to the grave of Leopold because we know our history and we know how these people colluded in the Berlin Conference to share the resources of Africa. And a lot of times, the average Nigerians, they feel they are educated. So the question I ask them is, Why die for a system that was built against your people? Wake up, you black man, and understand that your ethnicity is all that matters. Thank you very much, Simon. Thank you very much, Isoko. God bless the IPOB and God bless Yoruba Nation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I really like that. Why die for a nation that was built, a system that was built against your own people? That's a very good question. Thank you very much. So go back to
Yeah,
you.
I think Daniel, you are for the election. Okay, can we hear you speak, please? Daniel. And US people on stage, please raise up your hand like this on my profile, my PTR. Just raise up your hand like this if you want to speak. I'll do a PTR. So Daniel, go.
Yeah, good evening, everyone from here. Good evening, Simon and Isoko Queen. Yes, I'm for the election, and since that it's an interactive section here, I want to ask two questions before I proceed. From this so-called southern part of Nigeria, which we also identify with Biafra, the Biafra cause. We've seen how things have played out so far. We know our origin. We are not in denial of that. But um, have this belief that the people take preeminence, the people's sovereignty. So, what we are seeing now is a lot of people canvassing for change through the ballot box, and I'm really strongly of the opinion that those who believe that change could be gotten through the ballot box should not be threatened and should not be hindered or should not be stopped. And let's see what they can achieve through that. A lot of people are canvassing, to be specific, so much inspired by the candidacy of Peter Obi, and they feel a bit of relief could come through his winning. So I think I'm strongly of this opinion that people should not be stopped from expressing that desire that they have. Whatever move or whatever actions that should be taken, or whatever, will I say, whatever strategies that we have to achieve the sovereign state of Biafra, freedom from different ethnic groups, should is not the elections at the end of the day should not be considered as something that should be truncated in order to achieve that against the will of the people. If the people want to participate that through the ballot box, that's one. Two, um, the movement for the emancipation of the sovereigns, or the how will I call it, the realization of the sovereign state of Biafra, getting Biafra sovereignty. It's one that has also enjoyed the participation of a lot of people, the masses in general, and it's something I'm not alien of. And I also want to say that if we have enjoyed, or the movement has also enjoyed the participation of the people, and this time around, the people are looking at seeing what they can get through the ballot box. They should be given a chance. So that's what I want to say. I don't know.
Okay. Thank you very much. I just allowed you to talk. Can I ask you a question?
Yes, Simon, you can.
Okay. Are you in Nigeria?
I'm a Biafran, of course.
Oh, no. I mean, are you in Nigeria?
I'm in Nigeria.
So you live in Nigeria?
Yes.
Okay. So you have a paid job?
Yes, I am self-employed.
Okay, you are self-employed. All right. So I don't know whether you started this program with us, or you just joined.
No, I didn't start with you.
Okay. So since you did not start with us, I will not ask you the question I asked the first person, but I will touch some of the question I asked. So do you know how many you want that we speak through the ballot paper, right? The ballot box. Are you there? Hello, Daniel. Hello, Daniel, are you there? Hello? Please, I want to be hearing your voice when I ask you this question because, you know, you are in interactive session here. Please, are you there?
Daniel, are you there? Okay, I think maybe his network is gone. But go ahead, Simon.
Yeah, but you know, the kind of answer I want to give him requires his input, and you know, he will gonna use his own mouth and nail himself. So, Daniel, are you there?
Daniel, if you're not there, I'm gonna take you down. That means you're not serious. You just came here to troll. So no
Yeah,
need.
it's not serious. We have addressed the question anyway. So let us bring somebody else. If he's here, I will let him use his hand and his mouth to deal with himself.
The talented hero. I went through your profile. I see that you support Peter Obi. Do you want to speak? Why are you supporting Peter Obi?
Good evening.
Good evening.
I greet everybody here listening. I'm a Nigerian. I'm a Biafran by identity, and I came on space, and I've been listening to everybody that has been talking about no election, and I understand from my own level of understanding that this is what we want as a people. But my problem with everybody or majority of the people that have spoken about no election, the problem I have with majority of them is that they are not in Nigeria. They are outside Nigeria and they are supporting no election and they are supporting Biafra. I'm in Nigeria, and no matter how we say we are disadvantaged in the election, I heard when Simon was talking to somebody about the statistics of the election and everything, and I'm saying it, we have been the one doing ourselves. We have been telling our people not to vote during election, but we have governors in our states. We have been telling our people not to vote during election, but during election period, we say no election. Yet we have results, and people take elective positions, and they represent. We are still there, and those that are abroad are saying no election. The last concluded governorship election in Anambra State, less than 100 people, 500 people determined who is the governor of Anambra State today, and we are here. How do we continue to marginalize ourselves and cry about organization? No matter the information anybody has, you have that information, you can do whatever you want to do with it. But I'm saying that.
So can you tell us why you want that Nigeria conduct election in 2023?
Hello?
I am hearing you. Go ahead. Can you tell us why you want election to hold in 2023?
Come 2023, I think that if we really want to make a statement, we should make our statement in a way that it will have a meaning. For us to say no election, we are trying to remain where we are before. If we say no election in Biafran land and finally there is no election, what will happen after that? What next? We have been saying.
Can you tell us why you want us to have election?
I want us to have elections so that at least if we do not even win the presidency, we make a statement in Nigeria. Because initially, for the past, I know since we are the ones that look at people that are registering for voters card. They don't have voters card because we have succeeded in telling them that the vote will not count. And we have people that are in our system, at our governors, we are not even talking to them. And they don't vote. People don't vote and people emerge, and we do nothing, and we are challenging people in Abuja. While in our local government, we have local government chairmen, we have senators, and they are elected. Let's start from those people. Those people should, if the governor of Anambra State today starts supporting Biafra, it will start making sense.
So you don't have any reason why you want to go into voting in 2023?
Why I want to vote in 2020? Why I want to vote in the coming election is at least because I have seen a
I cannot hear you. The Nigeria network. You say why you want to vote is because of what? Hello?
I'm hearing you.
So can you say it again? You say why you want to vote 2023 is because of what?
At least I can see a candidate that resonates hope in a common Nigerian today.
You see a candidate that gives you a hope.
Yes.
Okay. So how are you going to do that voting and winning that election?
Maz, I have one question for you.
No. Let me because I'm gonna address you. I'm gonna address everything he said here, including those that is not even related to this thing. But so go ahead. So how are you going to win that election?
It's not about winning the election. Let's get something straight. It's about making us understand that we met ourselves Nigerians.
Oh, you
No
just
matter
want
the
to make you just want to make yourself a Nigerian.
Understand what I'm saying and say what I said. I'm saying, first of all, I have to vote because it's my civic responsibility. Now, we have been disadvantaging ourselves from initial, from time immemorial. We are saying that the Fulani has an agenda. They have overtaken the government. We left them to overtake the government because initially we are not presenting ourselves in the government.
Okay.
And those that are in the government want to remain in that government. What did they do? They have to sell us to remain there.
So you don't have any other reason why you want election to take place next year.
We should allow elections to hold so that people can exercise their civic right. Then if you want to
you just want people to exercise their civic rights.
Yes, because
so Nigeria, you are okay with Nigeria. You just want people to exercise.
I'm not okay with Nigeria.
I'm
not okay with Nigeria. Wait, let me finish. I'm not okay with Nigeria. But if you want to if you want to effect change, let's start from ourselves. You cannot be in outside Nigeria. You're telling me what to do in Nigeria. Everybody that is saying no election. You people are outside Nigeria. Let's come inside Nigeria, and if we want to start change, let's start from ourselves. That's our local government chairman. We know those delegates that sold their votes. We are not doing anything about it.
Okay, so
and we want to change, and we are saying no election. After no election, what next?
Can I now address you? Why haven't you gone to the local government chairman since you know he is a bad man? Why haven't you gone to confront him?
And who is a good man? Since you want to put it like that, who is a good man?
No, you just told me now. You just mentioned them now that you have your local government chairman. They are not doing well. You have governors. So let us start. So I'm asking you now. So why haven't you gone to confront the people that are ruling you and they are embezzling the money? Why?
That should.
No, it is not now your network. Your network must come back. I want to ask you a few questions before I address you.
From
so
Finland.
can you tell me why have you not confronted the people that are ruling you and embezzling the money and they are not doing anything in Nigeria?
Is that question for me?
Yes.
I said, listen. Look as if I'm a fool. I'm not a fool. I'm telling you,
I'm not calling you a fool. You are only.
If we have a
wait, I have not even started asking questions. You say I'm making you look like a fool, and you are the one saying it. Because the question I'm going to ask you, if it makes you feel as a fool, then that's exactly what it is. So can you answer me? Because when you are talking, I allow you to talk. So you said that you have leaders and we are in abroad. We are the one that are talking and you are in Nigeria. So as somebody who is in Nigeria, you are complaining about the leaders you have in Southeast and the chairmanship. And I'm asking you, why have you not confronted these leaders since you know that they are a problem?
Thank you very much for that question. Why we have not confronted anybody in any place is because of this particular thing that you are doing now. You are telling us not to vote. But those people have been. But wait, let me. Don't. I said it. You are trying to pinpoint me at a spot. You can't do that to me.
No,
I'm saying it. Why we have people, bad people in government, is because we leave the election, and bad people emerge, and we do nothing about it. We are telling people not to vote.
Why are you not doing nothing? Why are you not doing something about it?
Because I remember the last time the news was that we should not register for PVC, that we should not vote, and there is no election. And somebody emerged as a governor or a senator. Those people, if all of us should come together and say, okay, this is the kind of people we want in elective places, and we elect them. We have remained divided, and I'm still telling you, if we remain like this, we also remain like this. We should start from ourselves to change. If our governor starts saying no election, our senators are saying no election, then all of us are saying the same thing. We divided. I am not agreeing with you on no election, and that is the problem.
Now, let me ask you now. Are you which side of Biafra land are you from? Which state?
I'm in Anambra State.
No, I'm not saying where you are in Anambra. Are you from Anambra State?
Yes.
You are an Anambra indigene?
Yes.
Fine. Do you know about Imo State?
Yes.
Do you know the story of Imo State governor?
Yes.
During the time of
it depends on the story you are talking about.
Can I ask, do you know about the story of Imo State governor?
It depends on the story you are talking about.
Do you know how he came to power?
Yes, I know how he came to power.
Okay, so can you tell us a little bit what you know about how he came to power?
Maybe he lost the election and he had a way to find his way to the governorship.
He lost the election and he had to find a way. He had a way to find a way to become the governorship. You said it with your own mouth. He lost the election. He found a way to become the governor in the same Nigeria. So you that in Nigeria there, what have you done since he lost the election and he found a way to become a governor?
Thank you very much for that question.
Can I finish my question, please? During the time of the election, did anybody ask you not to vote? And if actually somebody did, at the end of the day, he lost the election and he found his way, like you said, and he became the governor. What have you that is there in Biafra land have done to make sure that the rightful person who won the election according to you regain that position? Go ahead. Go ahead. Can you unmute yourself and answer me, please?
The talented hero, please speak up. Unmute your mic, please, and speak. We can't hear you.
We want to know how you have handled that particular Imo State.
Are you hearing me now?
I'm hearing you now. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm saying that first of all, the first person that will judge you yourself is yourself, and nobody can lie to his or herself.
But I am not in Nigeria now. I'm not in Nigeria.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Listen now, we are not quarreling.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm saying that the first person that will judge everybody in this life is your conscience will first of all judge you. This thing you are saying now, the people did not vote. They didn't. They left their voice to be misused.
Okay.
They did not vote. If you check the statistics of that election, the more people did not vote.
Okay.
So even if that election was rigged, it did not show anywhere.
You talk about statistics. How many people voted? Can you tell us?
I don't have that statistic at the moment. So what I have is Anambra State because I'm in Anambra State. The only thing I heard in the news was that the Imo State governor, he lost the election. I'm talking.
Imo State Biafra. So why
Yes.
you don't have the statistics and you are talking about that the people didn't vote for the election? So how are you sure of what you are saying?
I saw the result. I saw the results now. One thing I will not give you is I won't tell you what I know. I don't know. I know the one is the one that I know. I'll tell you. In Anambra State, the people the people did not come out and vote. The people that won the election was less than 400,000.
I am asking you about Imo State now. Because
that's what I'm telling you. I'm not in Imo State. I'm not from Imo State. I don't have that statistics.
So your Imo State is not in Nigeria you are fighting for.
Okay, if they do election in Sokoto, I'll go and start cramming the number of people that voted in Sokoto. I'm not in Sokoto. It's not like you don't concern me.
Of course, it concerns you. That is the point here. So if you are fighting for one Nigeria, what happened in Sokoto should be your concern. So can you tell us? You said that the person lost the election, he maneuvered his way, and he became a governor, and you have done nothing about it. Now let me tell you. You said that we've called for no election, and all the time we say no election, and people didn't vote, and then we say this time around that nobody is going to vote because the
same thing we have been doing from time immemorial.
No. Let me tell you, we are going to take away that guardianship from you because you are not in the best position to make decisions for yourself. All the rights you have has been taken away by the Fulani. So we, outside the country, have come to rescue you. In a civilized world, there is what we call guardianship. When people cannot make decisions for themselves, the court assign them guardianship. So we, the Biafrans abroad, and the many, very, very big number of Biafra back home, we have decided to take that guardianship to make decisions for all of you. Now, if 100,000 people can make decisions for Soludo to become the governor, millions of Biafrans abroad will make decisions for you not to have election. If 11 million people can decide for over 200 million Nigerians and elect a president, we, millions of Biafrans abroad, will make a decision for you because you have lost every right to decide for yourself because of the Fulani aggression. This thing you are saying now is because you are scared. You can't even protest. You are just here confirming to me that a governor lost election and he maneuvered his way. You admitted yourself and you want us to go into election. Into election where another president will maneuver his way and he will sit there and tell us, oh, it is in abroad. Calling for no election. So that is why the president lost election and maneuvered his way to become the president. You blame Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you blame IPOB, you blame Simon Ekpa. When the problem is there with you, it is you are the problem because you have lost every sense to make decisions for yourself. So I am giving you statistics now that millions of Biafrans abroad are supporting the Biafra exit from Nigeria. And if you check the statistics of vote in the entire Nigeria system, you find out that 11 million decided that Buhari should rule 200 million Nigerians. So when you talk about the ratio, you find out that those of us Biafra people abroad and those even Biafra in Biafra land who always obey our sit at home, knowing fully well that we have the template for them to exit Nigeria. We are over, 95%. So if that 11,000 people, 11 million people can vote for the president to rule 200 million, we are in millions deciding for you few 0.005% of Biafra people who have lost every sense, every sensibility, and every right to make decision for yourself. So we have come to make decision for yourself, and this decision is by force. Because when people lost every sense to make decision for their life, the government appointed guidance for them to make decisions, and they don't have any choice. So when somebody is incapacitated, which is what most of you are, you have become incapacitated in your own country, where Fulani have used aggression to finish all of you. We have stepped up the game. We have come to say we can't allow you to die out of ignorance. So we have taken the responsibility of your guardianship, my brother. That's all I have to tell you. And this election is not something that you are going to think that by next year we say no election and all of a sudden you are going to have election. You are not going to have this election. And that is the way it stands for now. We have taken that guardianship away from you and we will be making decisions for your own good. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Simon, for that. We're going to go to Omo Odua because he has been here on stage for a while. Okay, Omo Odua, please, you unmute your mic and speak.
Yeah, thank you so much. Isoko, please, I don't know if I'm audible.
Yes, you are, please.
Okay, thank you so much. I'll be really brief. Thank you so much, Mazi Simon Ekpa, for taking your time to really engage what I call miseducated, misinformed, ignorant Nigerians. It is sad that I used to think the Yoruba people, the Igbo people, and a large part of people from the south of Nigeria are very intelligent people. It got me to realize that they were just book smart, but no critical thinking, no logic. And thank you for always using these questions to answer with facts, to answer and give them simple logic to think about. I came up just to ask a few Nigerians supporting Peter Obi and the rest of them a few questions. I don't believe in election. I don't believe election is the solution to Nigeria. And not that I believe, I am certain it is not the solution to Nigerian problem. What a lot of Nigerians don't understand is that even prior to, before the 1960 independence, before every election in Nigeria, there has to be some kind of constitutional check. If you ask a typical Nigerian now, what does he know about the Macpherson Constitution or the Richard Constitution? They will be dumbfounded. They don't know nothing about it. Ask them, what do they know about what is on the exclusive list of the 1999 Constitution? They do not know. They do not know why they don't have electricity. They do not know why their waterways want to be taken away. They do not know nothing. Very ignorant. And thank you for really saying it, that the power to take decisions for themselves have been stripped from them. Average Nigerians now behave like subjects and slaves. I understand why now Fela sang follow. Typical follow zombies. Zombies. No one is talking about the competence of Peter Obi. He's a brilliant man. It's obvious for the deaf. But you ask yourself, do you want a Peter Obi in a Biafran land where he can show his creativity and his ingenuity? Someone just said something now. Any of you, I see Mr. Stopbag, you speak, and hopefully Emmanuel, I see you are both supporters of Peter Obi. And I'll ask you this question, and I want you to put it in your submission. The Constitution of Nigeria, right now, it is what Peter Obi and the likes of them will be sworn into office with. And in that Constitution, it guarantees three things: impunity, immunity, and unaccountability. It states clearly in your 1999 Constitution, not my own, I'm Yoruba and I've disassociated myself from everything Nigerian and that slave identity. It states clearly that your state governors are not answerable to you. They are not accountable to you. And they are not obliged to give you certain things. It is stated clearly in black and white in your Constitution. And that is the same Constitution you want to shout Peter Obi and let Peter Obi get sworn in, or anybody with that Constitution. You can't even understand the simple fact that you have to, even if you want to do anything in that zoo, that you have to change the constitution that is skewed towards the House of Fulani people, that the control they have put a constitution that is feudalistic in nature, where you all are subject slaves and they are the king's overlords, controlling your VAT, controlling your oil wells, controlling your ports. And what do you have? You are just there to control the private sector because they are so lazy and they just care about amassing wealth for themselves. And you want to vote, you want to take Peter Obi. Tell me how Peter Obi wants to work with the 1999 Constitution. Tell me how Peter Obi or Tinubu or Atiku wants to be answerable to you with the 1999 Constitution. Tell me how your state can provide electricity with the 1999 Constitution. You can't even start a drone business in Nigeria because it's under the exclusive list. Because you are so ignorant, you don't read. You just think it's about Big Brother playing football that makes a nation. The illusion of citizenship. You have citizenship, right? That is why you think you want to go and vote. You assume that you are a citizen of Nigeria. You think you have a citizen right. A citizen right that police can beat you up and you will do nothing about it. A citizen right that a soldier will tell you, I will kill you, nothing will happen. A citizen right that you can be, you have nothing. You don't even have access to water. That is basic human right. You don't know it is human right. You don't even know your right. You are not a citizen. You are a slave. Wake up. I'm asking you, Emmanuel, Mr. Stopback. Tell me.
Okay, can you allow me? Can you allow me speak? You have asked
No,
this
Emmanuel,
question countless of
your
time.
time. No,
Don't cut off. I'll round up. Tell me how Peter Obi or any of them wants to restructure the economy, which simply means, if you don't understand what restructuring means, it means having power, taking power from the hegemony. That is what restructuring means. Resource control. You will take power from them. You want to take their food from them. The same Peter Obi that cannot defeat this carcass in PDP, you think he wants to fight the hegemony of Nigeria? When even statistically, he can never win the Nigerian election? Don't you look at your map? Don't you look at the region? Don't you look at the voting pattern in Nigeria? It is common sense. If you are supporting Peter Obi, you're under the illusion that he's going to win. You lack common sense. I'm sorry. You lack common sense. You just look at the Nigerian voting pattern and you understand by yourself.
This is an insult. You are insulting my personality.
Emmanuel, if you unmute your mic again, I will put you down. If you unmute your mic again, I'll take you down.
I'll ask you and tell me again, how does Peter Obi wants to fight Islamic fundamentalism that has ravaged the north and ravaging the south, now coming over again, even in the southeast? Tell me what the plan for Peter Obi to stop Islamic ideology. You want to live with country with people that think like Taliban, people that go in the street and when Afghanistan was run by the Taliban, where their state government governors are sympathizers, where your own president, student ASU strike, went to give $1 million to the Taliban. How will Peter Obi defeat Islamic ideology? How will he go and be arresting clerics that are preaching Islamic fundamentalism in the north? Even your almighty Atiku had to delete his tweet. You think Peter Obi is going to arrest Gumi? Can he? You ask yourself basic truth. How do you want to end insurgency with expansionist ideas? People that have intent. Have you not seen the ISIS and the ISWAP map? A little Google search will tell you all these things. But again, you just want to do follow. You don't want to sit down and ask yourself critical questions. And my own rounding up is this. If you say you got any of these people, any of these structures, Just put it in your mind that you are a subject, you have no citizen right, and it's high time you ask yourself if really you want to stand up and be counted, or you want to use fear and remain subjugated under this system that the white man and the Fulani has used to subjugate indigenous people in Nigeria, where we don't have sovereignty, not over our land, not over our culture, not over anything. We have been subject since they came. Should we continue to remain subject, or we stand up and be counted for the next generation? Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Omo Oduduwa, for that particular enlightenment and a very succinct disposition and the opinion there. Some of the people don't understand what we are talking about. It requires that you have researched the history of Nigeria and the history of Fulani. Knowledge in Nigeria, which is a lie, that Fulani Hausa people, it was Hausa, and then when Nigeria become independent, or when Nigeria was amalgamated, all of a sudden it become Hausa, Fulani, and all that. All these things were all fallacies. Before Nigeria become amalgamated in 1914, the Fulani has already dominated the Hausas. So the Fulanis entered Nigeria as a partner to the colonies. This is a fact that people don't know, and that is why it is very important that you go and research. So when you see, the time they amalgamated Nigeria, we go into self-governance and all that. The Fulani was already part of the amalgamation. They were part of the colonies. The colonies feared the Fulani. It is on this particular report of 1902. I have been making, exposition with this Lord Lugard report. So I want everybody to. It is on our page on this Twitter. We have posted it there. Go to the report of Lord Lugard in 1902. It tells you everything you need to know about what is going on today. That is the reason why Fulani will tell you we own Nigeria. And by virtue of the report and the treaties they had with the British colonies, they actually own Nigeria. Because the company that bought Nigeria, it was called the Royal Niger Company. In that Royal Niger Company, Fulani played big role in that Royal Niger Company before the Royal Niger Company purchased Nigeria. These are the history some of you don't know. And the Fulani told this history to their new generation, that this is what we did with the British. So you must fight to make sure you retain your rights. And the only way to retain your rights is through aggression. Even the British feared them. This is why we are going to tell you that in 2023 will be the beginning of the end of Nigeria, whether you like it or not. We want to tell them that it is time we go our own way, our separate way. Even the British that amalgamated Nigeria also understand that it was a very great mistake. So we have come, and somebody and some group of people are going to do it. It is either you are part of it or you are out, and stay by the side and watch as we dismantle Nigeria without stress. The next person, please, Isoko.
Okay, a female needs to speak. Chi UK, are you Chi Unko? Are you a female? Unmute Chi. Are you female? Chi Uku. Okay, Unwa Mommy, are you Unwa Murphy? Are you female? I'm seeing a female picture in your phone. Unwa Murphy, Unwa Mommy, you want to unmute, please?
Yeah, I'm a male. I'm not a female. I'm a male.
Oh, okay. Please mute your mic, please. Thank you. Okay. Since we don't have any female, mute your mic, please. Have any female on stage? I was trying to get the conversation to be a little bit, Anyway, Emmanuel, you can go now. Thank you.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm Emmanuel. My name is Emmanuel. I have heard what all of you are saying. I have been here for a while. Let me tell you, people, we are not fools. We know these things that you people are talking about. But one thing you don't understand is that the way the country is structured now, if you go through it by this aggression, you will introduce what is called war. And when war enters, let me tell you, nobody wants to die. So we are trying to find an easier way to do this. Let me tell you people, it's like some of you people don't know the agenda of Take Back Nigeria. We were the ones that pushed for the reform of the Electoral Act. The Electoral Act has been reformed. So rigging of election is now minimized to 40%. We are now pushing for drones. We have made provisions to buy drones, about 1,000 plus drones that will work on the election day. Let me tell you the plan that we are planning with Peter Obi. You people don't know. We know about the 68 list, the 68 official list. We know about the problem of the constitution. We know how it is being built. Many of us here don't believe that NSAS can work, but it works. Do you know why NSAS works? Because they were afraid of what the people can do. They were afraid that the people are now opening eyes. Let me tell you now, police cannot maltreat you anyhow now because of what happened during the NSAS. So we picked that idea. I was a conk member of IPOB before I left. I was supporting Biafra and I still support Biafra. I'm a Biafran. But we want to get it in a mild way, in a more responsible way, to avoid destruction, to avoid war. Let me tell you our plan. Although it's not supposed to be said in the public like this, but I'll give you a tip of the iceberg. See the plan now. The new electoral act has been applied. We are now pushing for everybody to get their PVC. On the day of election, we'll make sure that election is being free and fair. We know that some problem will come towards it, but we have that one at the back of our mind and how to solve it. So being on this constitution of a thing, after the election, 2 months after the election, we the youths, the Take Back Nigeria youths, we go on a very massive Nigerian protest for amendment of constitution, for amendment of 1999 constitution, which will include the referendum that all of us has been clamoring for. And we can't get it by saying no election, because when you are saying no election, these same Fulani people that we are fighting, you are giving them the right to take more positions, to take more posts, to take more positions in Nigeria, and you can't do nothing about it. Let me tell you, you can't do nothing about it. The only way that can solve this problem is either violence or by law. And if you go through it by law, you will deduct so many issues, so many problems that will occur. Nobody is a fool. We know all these things that are it. I know it right from time immemorial. I was a conk member of IPOB. I lived in Anambra State for so many years. Now I'm in Enugu State.
My brother, can I address you? My brother, can I address you because you have made your point? Okay.
Okay.
So you can mute yourself because I don't need to ask you question.
I'm not finished though.
And let me address you because I don't think you are going to see anything more than what you have said so far. So as I was listening to you, it's quite funny. First of all, you said that you told us here that NSAS worked. NSAS was a big failure. How did NSAS work? NSAS failed. NSAS just failed NSAS failed woefully because the NSAS did not know what Nigeria is. They didn't know Nigeria. If they know Nigeria, they wouldn't have even come out in the first place. They failed. They just exposed vulnerable people to go and die. And then after they died, all of them ran away. NSAS, they were all cowards. They could not stand. Let them fight till last man standing. We were even supporting them. So ordinary 2 weeks, they could not sustain protest in Nigeria. You are telling me NSAS succeeded. How did NSAS succeed? Today, the killing from the NSAS, the Nigeria government have hijacked the hearing and nothing is being done to anybody. Our people lost their lives. In Lagos, police were shooting people in a very close range. And this guy come here to tell me that NSAS worked. 2, he said, if we go into by this, we are going to go into Cold War. And nobody wants to fight Cold War. And this guy don't know, he said he's in Enugu State, he don't know how many people the military have killed in Enugu State in this weekend. He don't know that is called Cold War. He don't know how many people are dying in Imo State. He don't know that it's Cold War.
And the death, I'm still coming about that one.
And Manuel, don't mute your mic, I'll take you down.
You say you don't want to go into Cold War. I'm telling you that it's already a Cold War. And I'm going to play that report about what is going on in Benue State and from the land. You don't want to go into Cold War. Listen.
Afraid and in a hurry, one after the other, locals can't wait to leave their ancestral homes to avoid being the next victims after Tuesday's brutal attack on 2 communities in Tanka and Goma areas that left 20 people dead.
They can't wait to flee from their own ancestral home. What did the government do? They find one particular land. Say, go there, and we are going to build you IDP. The government is not trying to, kill the terrorists that are chasing them away. Once they attack and kill, the government will put IDP camp. And then nothing will happen to those terrorists that are killing them. And some of me here to tell me, oh, we don't want to do it. And the story you are talking is just you are telling to kids because you are ignorant. I want you to tell me, after people win the election, you say you are going to go on nationwide protest for constitutional amendment, and for that reason, you are going to amend. Who is going to, send the military and all that? It is still the same Fulani. They control the government, they control the police, they control the army. So bringing P2B have not changed anything. That is what you people don't know. Will P2B change retire the entire Fulanis in the military and in the police? Will P2B change the state structure, the structure of the National Assembly? There is no power to do that. So the power you are going to use to conduct nationwide protests, to start protesting for constitution, is the same power you are going to use in 2023 when we stop this election. You don't need to wait. Because if you wait for the election, they are going to announce another person to become the president. What are you going to do? You will say, okay, now we have tried. They have rigged the P2B out. Let us go on protest. They're going to kill you even more than they killed you in during the NSAS. We don't want to waste that time. We have tried all these things. The only thing we have not tried now is that we have never tried no election. So it has always been every time, okay, we are going to vote at the end of it. Let me tell you, there has never been in the history of this Biafra movement where we have said no election. The only thing we have said is boycott of election. There is difference between no election and boycott of election. So all the things that our leader has been shouting in the past has been boycott of election. And we, in this movement today, in the absence of our leader, we are saying no election. These are two different things. So boycott of election can be lifted, And our leader have lifted the buckle of election even in 2019. When they say there is not going to be election, we boycott election, at the end of the day, the bucket of election is lifted. Now, we are not talking about boycott of election. We are talking about no election, which means during the time of this election, we are going to reassess the situation on ground and impose sit at home. Nobody will come out. It is going to happen. For now, because of what is on ground, we have 2 weeks sit at home. So that 2 weeks sit at home may change to 1 week. It may change to 3 days. It may change to 8 days. It may change to 10 days, depending on our assessment, because we are assessing the situation every day. So for now, we are proposing 2 weeks sit at home, but by then it may change to even 3 weeks, depending on what we have on ground. So after that, we are going to know, this is the only thing we have not tried. So you have tried your NSAS protest, it failed. You have tried the boycott, it failed. You have tried voting, it failed. You have tried everything. All of you that are talking about P2B have said all. You have not told me how P2B is going to change the structure of Nigeria, which gives Kano State 40 senators or 40 local governments. You have not told me how you are going to change it, that 80 million, 84 million registered voters, only 25 million or 24 million voted in 2019. And nobody has been sacked. Nobody has been retired for people not collecting their PVC. And this did not happen only in 2019. It has been the pattern of Nigeria. So I don't know how P2B is going to solve that problem. I do not know how P2B is going to now stop Fulani from kidnapping, stop the genocide, stop the thing I'm going to play now, which is Afghanistan, and I want you to listen to it.
Fellow Nigerians, in search of excellence for Africa, my mission remains to create awareness, advance practical solutions, and transform mindsets via case studies. Together, let's midwife deliverance for our race, country, and continent. Please share this video. I am Dr. Israel Mayanam Davidson. Thank you. In 2001, U.S.-led forces overthrew a Taliban-led Afghan government following the 9/11 attacks led by the Al-Qaeda leader Osama bin Laden. For the next 20 years, the U.S. and allies enforced democratic ideals, built up Afghan security forces, and provided operational air cover. The Taliban continued to attack. Now, eventually, under President Trump, the U.S. promised to pull out if Taliban agreed to stop attacks and hosting terrorist groups. Today, the Taliban militants have declared Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan and overrun most of the country at lightning speed with little or no resistance from the 300,000 U.S. trained and heavily equipped Afghan forces. U.S. generals could not believe an army could crumble at that rate.
I did not, nor did anyone else, see a collapse of an army that size in 11 days. There'll be many postmortems on this topic, but right now is not that time.
It is believed the Afghan soldiers, though diehards, had unquenchable allegiance to jihadist ideologies practiced by Taliban. There were Afghan soldiers by day, Taliban at heart, and Taliban at night. A situation that currently exists in Nigeria too. So Afghanistan was simply handed over to the mullahs to govern, based on their shared jihadist ideological leaning. The south and middle belt of Nigeria should wake up with urgency. The Afghan situation is cooking fast in Nigeria today. Afghanistan is number 1 on global terrorist list. Nigeria is number 3. Second to...
Are you hearing that? So that particular Afghanistan is repeating itself in Nigeria, where the military are now infiltrated by terrorists, and even the Nigeria army themselves are releasing secret restricted documents suggesting that they have now Boko Haram in Nigeria army. So how is P2B going to know who is Boko Haram in the Nigeria army to solve this problem? The only thing that will solve this problem is the disintegration of Nigeria, where Biafrans will govern themselves, have their own army, their own police. Ududuwa will govern themselves, have their own army and their own police. The Middle Belt on their own, have their own army and their own police. The Arewa on their own, have their own Islamic State, which is going to be probably by Boko Haram members, and they are going to enforce all their Sharia law, chopping off head and hand and all that. They're going to enjoy it. So I want you to understand where this problem is. There is no way P2B presidency can change Nigeria. And that is why the earlier we disintegrate Nigeria, the better. The only thing we have not tried yet, especially the Biafrans, to make our point and call the attention of the world is stopping election. And in 2023, we are telling P2B to go and sit down. Thank you very much. The next person.
Okay. Anario has been on the stage since. So when after Anario goes, I stop. What's his name? Stop bad leadership. You will go, Emmanuel. You just hold on with your question. Hold on. Anario go. Stop bad leadership. We go next. Then delegate will go. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Hope you all can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Hope you all can hear me. Right. Thank you so much. I've been here listening to so many people, especially those one Nigerianists saying all sort of nonsense. What you guys don't understand is the kind of shit you guys are hearing. Let me make one thing perfectly clear to you people. You see, there is no single person in Nigeria, whether P2B or anybody who is more credible than P2B. They're not going to do shit to save Nigeria, to save you. You see, all Simon and my fellow comrades, what they're doing here is giving you internal factors that will prohibit P2B from becoming the president of Nigeria. Now, let me give you the external factor. During the time of Goodluck Jonathan, it wasn't Buhari's threat that made Jonathan step down. It was an external factor. Now, I will tell you the person, Barack Obama. You can search or can Google what he said about Nigeria. He said, keeping Nigeria warm is a task that must be done. You know what that means? Most of you living in Nigeria, you think that it's about a protest. Let's go and vote for P2B. P2B will not do anything. He knows. P2B already know that he's not going to become the president of Nigeria. He's just seducing you guys, spellbinding you into believing in something that you. I don't even know how you guys think. I don't know how you guys think. Do you think P2B is going to do anything for you? Let me tell you, P2B is not going to become the president of Nigeria. He's not. Second, let's say if managed to become the president, the constitution, he's not going to do anything because he's going to be caged by the constitution of Nigeria. And you are here telling me you have contingencies put in place, Yeah. You guys are very funny. And now, let me tell you something. 2023 election is like a decisive moment for you people in Nigeria. 2023. I don't know if you think UN are morons. They are fools like you guys. That you want freedom. And at the same time, you want to engage in the election of the country you want to pull out from. Do you think they are fools? So when you lost the election, you come back and tell them, oh, I want freedom. Are you a fool? Do you think they are stupid? Emmanuel, you are here telling us that you don't want bloodshed. Tell me any single country. Just one country that is free today, that didn't spill blood. You think freedom is given as a pot of gold? That was why Nigeria is like this. Now, this thing, I don't know if you know this thing. Nigeria was given independence because of sympathy. The Queen of England was so pitiful. It is there. Go and look up the secret documents. I think it was it's out there. Go, you'll see it. Out of pity, that was why Britain gave Nigeria independence. Nobody fought for your independence. Forget that those nonsense they tell you is as it were, and they didn't do shit. In the document, it was stated that you are clamoring for independence. It will be on the Queen's leisure to give you independence. That is why you guys think here you want to follow it legally. Nobody gives you freedom legally. That is not how it's gotten. If you key into your election, which you are doing, and you failed, it will be your doom. You'll be in Nigeria for 4 years. You see what is happening? You are claiming, oh, they are killing us. Oh, the UN, come on. They will see the way, somehow trying to make you guys feel that they are concerned. Issuing, telling you that Nigeria is among the list of. This time around, they won't do anything. They will even make Nigeria one of the prosperous nations in the world. You guys will suffer. They will kill you. Nobody will do shit. Nobody will do. You as you're here, you're climbing. They are doing this to. It will be worse. Nobody will say shit. You know why? Because you guys are fools. You guys are so foolish that I don't even know how to. I don't even know what to compare you guys to. You are asking for freedom. You think freedom comes via going into a voting system? You think you are Britain? Okay, let's say UK. Nicola Sturgeon, the one that is advocating for Scottish people's independence. He is doing that because Scotland is in union with Britain. That is why when some people call us secessionists, they're seceding. You don't even know the meaning of the word secession. That is why you make use of words you don't even understand. She's doing that because they are in a union. She can pull out. But you are in a country. You are in an artificial creation that was created because of the exploitative tendencies of Britain. That was why Goldie sold the Royal Legal Company to the British. They now metamorphose it to Nigeria. You don't want to pull. You want to sustain what an alien created for the benefit of themselves.
Anna,
People
please
won
wrap up,
before
please, because
you.
other people need to speak. Yeah.
Okay,
Anna, your 30 seconds more.
I will. Do you people think you were won before Britain came? You weren't. You weren't. I'll run up by saying this. Peter Obi will not save you. This election, if I'm not saying that you shouldn't go, if you venture to go and vote and you fail, that is as in you've ruined your life, as in your existence. You've ruined it. Peter Obi knows he's not going to win. You are the one killing yourselves here. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Anna. Samuel, do you want to say anything before the next person goes, or the next person can just go?
No, the next person can just come in. Yeah.
Okay. Stop bad leadership. You go. I thought you were a Peter Obi fan. That was why I brought you up. But anyway,
Isoko, can you bring the Hebrew before that person?
Hello.
The Hebrew.
Hello,
Okay. Stop. Hold on. Stop bad leadership. Hold on. Let the Hebrew go. The Hebrew guy should go first. Yes, he was here before you. Sorry. The Hebrew guy, you can unmute and speak, please. The Hebrew guy. Can anybody hear me? The Hebrew guy, do you want to speak?
The Hebrew guy, are you there? Okay, all right. The other person
can you hear me?
Okay, we can hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay.
Guy, yeah.
How are you, Simon? How is everything?
Everything is going fine. Welcome
I know. I guess you know who is talking, right?
Yes, I know who is talking. Go ahead.
How you do? Okay, I'm just going to make a few points. 2 points. A lot of people have spoken. You see,
We can't hear you. We can't hear
power. You cannot hear. You can't hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you now. Go ahead.
I said I was reading about how the UK government devolved power into the region. I'm sure you have read about Good Friday Agreement. You read about the fight between Sinn Féin and Irish Republican Army and the UK government. I think at this point in time, we need to think about things carefully in such a way that we should use two options. We have two options. We can agitate on one hand, and on the other hand, we should follow the election. This is one of the most critical elections in Nigeria. You know my stand on Nigeria, Simon. I don't believe in Nigeria. Nigeria is a fraud. Give me Yoruba nation and I'm good. Nigeria is a complete fraud. Let the Biafra, the worst scenario we should put on this, for me, as far as I'm concerned, is to put regional government on the table. But for us to get regional government, let us start with requesting for complete dissolution of the fraud called Nigeria. Now, having said that, for the first time in my adult years, this is the time that we have three candidates from the three regions of Nigeria with strong chances of winning, with each of them having strong chances of winning. If any of them can combine, any of them can win with any region. If the Southwest combine with Southeast, they will win. If the Southwest combine with North, they will win. If the Southeast combine with the North, they will win. You can see where it is. So I'm assuming and I'm advocating, and that is what I'm telling people. Let people vote rather than telling them to sit at home. Let us see where it will lead. Let's see the combination where this, because I understand Atiku is going to meet Obi, and Obi, Tinubu is going to meet somebody in the North. Left for me, I don't want either Atiku or Tinubu. Atiku has been contesting since 1993. He has lost throughout. Tinubu is a fraud. If you know how much Lagos State make in a month, and you look what Lagos State looks like, Tinubu should face firing squad. Some people will say, I'm a self-hating Yoruba man. I don't care about what people say. And if people say, okay, I have soft spot for Obi because it's a new face in the market, I would say, let us give him a shot. But in case we can't give him a shot, whatever the decision everybody wants to make, let people go and vote. And I'm pointing it to you, Simon, as we saw a couple of days ago, and we didn't have time to talk. I wanted to talk with you about this so we can have a very good discussion as regards this. But I would suggest, and I'm advocating to you as one of the leaders of Biafra, let people go and vote. Let's give this a shot. Obi has a very good chances of winning. Tinubu has a very good chance of winning. Atiku has a very good chance of winning, depending on how it goes. Now, you can say, okay, what has the previous election done? The previous election were being rigged. This time around, people are much more aware than what happened in 2015. You know my stand, what happened in 2000. People call my mother a prostitute because I don't want them to vote for the demagogue, the nonsense that they have in Aso Rock now. But this time around, people are much aware. People want to go and get their PVC. The electoral process is a little bit, to some extent, better than what we have in 2015 and 2019. I think the enthusiasm that was available in 2015 seems to be coming up. It might still take time. Of course, I know the useless INEC, they are preventing people from the South from getting PVC. But we can force them to do this if people are allowed to go. Now, the North, they will come with their children. We ourselves, in the South, we can go with our children. We should go to secondary school. I'm not talking about babies. We are talking about secondary school students who we can mobilize them all of them should go and get a PVC. They should take their picture. At least the INEC said if they are registered and they are unable to come with their PVC, they should do manual voting. And I tell people, I can guarantee you 200%. Everybody in the South, the population in the South is more than those in the North. Even if you combine the whole country from surrounding the northern Nigeria, Niger, Chad, all of them, the population down south from the Middle Belt down here is far, far much bigger than what they have in the North. I've been in the North. I've lived in the North. So
the Hebrew guy,
yes,
we understand all these statistics. What we're talking about, we are not talking about winning election. We are talking about the right to live. We are talking about the opportunity to be alive. We are talking about the right to life, right to exist. Talking about how to win election, how not to win election, and what have you. We are talking about the right to live.
Of course, I do understand.
Wait. So now, the most important thing is that you have identified that Nigeria is a fraud and need the solution. So if you have identified that Nigeria is a fraud, it means that at least if you do not agree on no election, we have something in common. You have identified the thing we also identified, which is Nigeria is a fraud. So once you identify that something is a fraud, you don't give it a chance again to live the next day. So the same way would be is you want to give a shot to this particular opportunity that you think is here, is the same way we, the Biafra agitation, have seen another opportunity to give a shot. And it is the right time to give that shot. So as you are targeting to have election, we have seen opportunity that has never been there before to stop election for the very first time in the history. This thing you are talking now, we have done it severally. It did not change anything. This article you say have contested elections since 1900. The same thing happened to Buhari. Buhari contested elections since 19 whatever before he became the president. The same way it was said in 2015 that, let us give it a shot. It is now the right time. The change is coming. Next level is coming. As if that was not enough. This man came. After 4 years, Nigeria was dying. Nigeria people were dying in their numbers for hunger. Nothing was moving. Everything from top to bottom. And as if it was not enough, 2019 came. They say, Nigeria is, I don't know, vote them. Nobody will vote this government again. Nobody will. And if you look at it, nobody voted them. But because they are in charge, they control the PVC. They manipulated the number through the situation room and they become president. So you see, the same people who was in 2019, who conducted the election in 2019, are going to conduct this election in 2023. The same people who manipulated this election in 2019 are also going to manipulate it in 2023. So the best thing we can do now is that there is something we have not tried. Never. I'm talking about Biafra. I'm not talking about you. So with the Biafra people, there is something we are yet to try. We have not tried it. And it is called no election in Biafra land. That is the only thing left for us. So even if we conduct election, the suffering of Biafra people are not going to increase. It is not going to decrease.
Okay.
So we said this.
Can I ask you a question?
Say, since you have identified the fact that Nigeria is a fraud and needed the solution, somebody, some group, some nation have to start it, and they have to start from somewhere. So this next year, we are deciding that we are going to make a sacrifice for the entire Nigeria. And that sacrifice is that there will be no election in Biafra land. It is anonymously a decision that we have arrived at. And before then, we will start sitting at home to make our point very clear. Go ahead and make your final point. Thank you.
The Hebrew guy, make your final point, but on a good day, other people have questions. So just make it 1 minute, please. The Hebrew guy. Unmute your mic. You're muted. Unmute your mic. 1 minute, please.
Can you hear me now? I want to ask him a question.
Yes.
Just one question. The question I want to ask him, let us assume you say there's no election in Nigeria. the government brings the military into the street in Igbo land. Some people decide to go out and vote. The vote is counted in the East. Remember, anybody that has to win 25% of the two-third majority. So, election takes place in other part of Nigeria, and somebody is declared the president of Nigeria. Despite the fact that you say there's no voting in the East, some people go out, they vote, and they count the election as being valid. What would you do? Are you going to continue to sit at home, or you are going to take the fight to the government? Remember, you cannot fight against the state. Remember that. It's very important you understand that. So that's a question I want to pick. I want to ask you. Probably later on in the day. I will call you. Probably tomorrow.
Listen, we are already fighting against the state. Agitation is against the state. Agitation is a fight. It's a civil fight against the state. So if you say we cannot fight against the state, I don't understand what you mean. Protest is a fight against the state. NSAS is a fight against the state. Any civil disobedience that grounds the economy is a fight against the state. It is not only when you pick up arms that you fight against the state. So that fight, we are already taking it up. And let me tell you, we already have military in our land. The military are already burning our villages and killing our people. So we are not going to, we have seen it all. That is why what we are seeing, some of you don't know it. You are just in Nigeria, you are in Nigeria, you don't know what is happening in other parts of the country. So there is nothing they are going to do when we stop this election that we have not seen. We have seen military bombardment. It is only in Biafra land that military have come to bomb the citizens of Nigeria. Not because they were looking for some bandit or some terrorists, as they call them, but because they are trying to stop Biafra agitators. Those who take it upon themselves to defend their land against terrorist invasion. They brought military jets. They brought a helicopter. They bombarded our state. They bombarded Imo State. It is a record. So what is it they are going to do that we have not seen? I am telling you people, they have trained us. The action of the Nigeria army against our women, our children in our own land have prepared us for this day. So when they were coming to kill us, they thought it is going to be a child play. Now they have trained us. Now we are ready to face them. So after we stop the election, that is why we have 2 weeks sit at home. We are going to be prepared. So if we stop the election, which we know it is our civil right as well, because we have the right to vote and the right not to vote. Those people that want to go out to vote, are we stopping anybody? But the point is that 99% of Biafra people want to leave Nigeria, and we are saying there will be no vote in Biafra land. And those who want to come out to go and vote, they will go and vote. They are going to, it is the same Nigeria that is going to kill them, not us, because they're going to everything to blackmail us. They have been doing it in all the cities where they go, our people go, they kill them, thinking that by doing that, we are going to, be little livered and stop what we're doing. We're not going to stop that. So, my brother, the military are already killing us. If you don't know that, you know it now. As I'm talking to you now, they are killing in Nsukka, they are killing in Imo State, they are killing in Anambra, they are killing in Abia State, they are killing in almost all parts of Biafran land. You are not hearing it, right? But it is happening every day. So actually, the killing of Biafrans have made us more stronger and have given us the heart that you see me displaying today, because they can't do more than I have done. And we will be ready in 2023 to defend our land when this whole thing will happen. It is not going to be business as usual. And we will be here again to say how it is going to happen. Because I know Yoruba people, they are not going to fight with Nigeria, and they are not going to pick up arms again against Biafra people. The same thing will happen to the Middle Belt. They will not pick up arms again against Biafra people. By the time that thing will happen, Yoruba will pick up arms and fight against Nigeria. They can't fight against Biafra again. It's not the same thing. Everybody, all of them have suffered. So who do you want to die for Fulani? Is it Juju? The Juju will expire in 2023. My brother, they are going to kill us. They are going to kill them. At the end of the day, Biafra will come. Thank you.
Okay, the Igbo guy. So let's go back to the queue. Please, can we, Simon, how long do you still have here? So let's time people now.
I have 5 minutes.
What? You have 5 minutes. You have so many people on stage. Okay, we're gonna go back to Peter. Please, let's have let's speak at least three minutes, guys. Let's just try to do something. Okay, so stop. I've already called on stop bad leadership. You have just 3 minutes. After you, delegates will go. Delegate Marco will go. You have 3 minutes too. Then Tio, Emmanuel, I know you have a question, and Unduka, you have a question. You guys are going to ask your question, but let's just give these people to give their submission. Stop bad governance. 3 minutes, please. Unmute your mic and speak. Thank you.
Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening, ladies. First of all, I want to appreciate the host for organizing such a discussion. This discussion, we are discussing the future of our life. I almost lost my common sense 4 or 5 days ago when the Peter Obi wildfire came up. But come to look at the opinions of everybody here, for and against, I think we lost the opportunity to actually get it right since when Goodluck Jonathan came on board. He had the opportunity to actually lay the foundation for a better tomorrow, a better election, a better leadership for every Nigerians. But because of the constitution we operate, he could not actually do anything. His hands and legs were tied, and he was thrown out. Already, the Nigerian government has already declared war on the indigenous people of Nigeria. Whether you are Igbo, whether you are Niger Delta, whether you are Oduduwa, the government has already declared war on us. What is only remaining is that we have not been able to reply. And war always involves two fighting. You can see what happened in a war when 50 plus persons were just massacred. And what did the government say? The government started laying blame. ISWAP, these terrorists that they want. You now wonder, how did these people came through the road or came through the bush? Are there no checking point along the way? Only for the Southwest governors to come out and how they communicate that this shouldn't happen again. Already when someone declares war on you, it's only expecting you to also fight back. We are not fighting back because our leaders here have already weakened us. Our South-South leaders, South-East, Southwest, have already compromised their position, and they have made us very weak. They have made us sheep for the slaughter. 2023 is a turning point for all of us. I want to emphasize that there shouldn't be any election before 2023. For Peter Obi to come out, to me, when I sat down and look at it, it's a distraction. It's a distraction for the whole process that is already matured. We are matured to succeed. We are matured to do on our own. These people, when you look at what the social media, you see them having meetings publicly. They will say that no Southerner, they will say it with emphasis that no Southerner will become the president of Nigeria. Peter Obi does not stand the chances. Like what the last speaker said, the Hebrew. If Peter Obi can work with Tinubu, he can win the election. If Peter Obi can work with Atiku, he can win the election. We have come at a point where we will now agree to actually divide peacefully. Otherwise, we go into war. Already, we're at war. People are dying, just like the Ukraine war. They have provoked us beyond that, just that we have not been able to respond. That's why the war have not escalated. So 2023, for we to say we want to have an election, the foundation to have a credible election is not.
Please stop, round up in 30 seconds, please.
So I want to say that how will we get our freedom is going to be an uphill task. But I believe with how far we have gone, with the blood that we have shed, with the ideas that is on ground, with what is going on in Brussels, I think the world have to listen to us. But it's going to be a fight for our life. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Stobago. I would like Nduka and Emmanuel to ask their question before delegates go so that they can come down so other people can go. Emmanuel, you have just 1 minute. Ask your question and so that you can leave. Yeah, please.
I have 3 questions to
No,
ask.
just
Number
ask the
1,
question within 1
I
minute,
will
please.
ask is number 1, Simon Ekpa, have you ever been to Southeast? Since like for the past 3-4 years now, have you been to Southeast? Then number 2, my second question is, do you know the magnitude of how many people you subject in abject poverty because of your sit at home? This is the second one. Do you know how many people you subject into abject poverty every day because of the sit at home? Number 3, do you know how many people you risk their life because of the sit at home? So I want you to answer these 3 questions.
Yeah, he's going to answer it. Someone don't answer now, please. Do you want
Yes,
to answer now, or let somebody else
let me
go
answer.
first before you answer? You want to answer now?
Let me answer him quickly. You see,
Okay.
he's asking if I have been to the Southeast for the past 4 years. I don't need to go to the Southeast to know what is happening because the information I have now about Southeast, you that stayed in Southeast, you don't have it. Do you know that the military was killing people in Nsukka yesterday, but you are in the Southeast? So can you answer me? Do you know that military killed people in Nsukka yesterday? Is he here? You have removed him. Okay,
I've
you
taken
don't
him
know.
down.
Okay, but he's in the Southeast. So the part he's saying that we are putting people into abject poverty. It is not us. The government put the people into abject poverty. We are only trying to bring them out from poverty. So the sit at home is not the reason why they are into poverty. Government policy put them into poverty. And the reason why they put them into poverty is so that you will be coming here whenever anybody is trying to rise to fight the government and bring peace and bring prosperity. You will come here and start talking of hunger because they actually plan this thing so that you will never rise up above the standard they put you to fight them. But now you have people abroad who happen to come from this Southeast, and we are not hungry. We are not poor. So we have everything that is needed to fight them. And that is why we are fighting them from afar. But you have been subjected to poverty. Your thinking faculty has been destroyed. You don't have good school. You don't have good hospital. You don't have water to drink. You don't have electricity. You don't even have communication gadgets. You don't even know what is happening in your neighbor's house. But right there, we are here, knowing what is happening in your neighbor's house. Knowing Fulani want to kill you, and we will announce it. And if you don't take our precautionary measures, they will still come and slaughter you. So, my brother, we are trying to save you. I understand you that the Fulani meat and the system of governance have destroyed your sense of reasoning. So I am not worried and I am not bothered by this your kind of talking because it is what we know. So I know that you are talking like this because you have been subjugated to all manner of degrading treatment, both mentally, physically, and otherwise. So you don't think like a human being again. So I know that by the time we get to the Malachi, now we are still in Genesis. The hunger will disappear and you get your freedom. And then you begin to feed fat like every other person. Thank you.
Okay, delegate is going. Delegate, you go. After you go, Odogu will go. Then our woman, there's a woman on stage, she will go. Delegate,
Okay, thank you very much. I want to ask Simon one thing. Why is it that we are allowing our Southeast leaders to get away with a lot of things, knowing fully well that these people are doing us more harm even than the Fulanis? And I will tell you this. Have you noticed a pattern recently that anytime these people want to push in one agenda, they have to pick one Southeast leader or the other? Look at this Muslim ticket they are trying to push. Nobody is speaking. In other region, it is only Southeast person, or Jose Kano, that is shouting everywhere in the media that nothing wrong with it. How can we have this, be able to enforce a lot of things, do a lot of things, but not holding these people accountable? People should be able to know that there are consequences. You cannot have such man gallivanting, rolling around, doing everything, causing us more harm. And then this thing, more of the muscles effort are channeled to maybe the ordinary southeastern person. But the main people doing this bidding, they are not in any way challenged in one form or the other. It is very wrong. Somebody like Rochas Okorocha, after constituting all this nuisance, all this mess, you understand, we still allow them. There is not even a kind of the least that kind of maybe
My brother,
response.
my brother, let me not allow you to even go deeper. Let me answer you. You see, solving this problem is beyond killing Ojos Okalo. Killing Ojos Okalo will not solve the problem. Okay? Killing Rochas Okorocha will not solve the problem. We have the solution to this problem. The solution to this problem begins by stopping the election. So if you kill Ojos Okalo now, have you killed Nigeria system? If you kill Rochas Okorocha, have you killed Nigeria? It is the Nigeria system that made them what they are. So it is not. You have to solve the problem from the root. The root is not Ojos Okalo. The system made Ojos Okalo. The root is not Rochas Okorocha. The system made Rochas Okorocha. So we are thinking deep. We know that there are problems because they are the product of the system. So we have to fight the root. What made them who they are today?
Okay.
So now let me tell you. You say that they are talking about Muslim ticket. So is killing them will stop the Muslim ticket? No. But do you know what is going to stop the Muslim ticket and put end to everything? Is when no single person vote in Biafra land. When no election. That is another way to speak. And you know that after that no election, they are going to come. So we are going to be prepared. So stop talking about Ojos Okalo is just an individual. Rochas Okorocha is an individual. They embezzled money, yes. They killed our people, yes. So of course, if those they kill their brothers have the opportunity to kill them, they can go on revenge and kill them because they killed their brother. But killing them will not solve the problem we have at the moment. So the problem we have at the moment is that we are focusing on the ball. The ball is to leave Nigeria first, so that the thing that is making them who they are today, we also leave them. And then we continue from there.
Okay,
and of
okay.
course,
I'm not even talking about maybe taking their life or whatever. I think.
No, I'm just telling you. I'm just hitting the point, even if it is not what you mean. But I'm just telling you
at
because this is
least
the
you
highest
should.
thing that can happen to anybody.
You know, you have a voice. You should be able to respond to some certain things when they come out and are making such news, so they will be aware that we are very much aware of the works they are being used for. At least that is enough, because he cannot just people like Dave Umai will just wake up. And have you noticed a pattern? I just for deep critical thinkers, you realize that it is always somebody from Igbo land that comes once they try to make such move. It is always somebody from Igbo land that will first come out and be saying all those things. Anyway, you will have your time to emphasize more on that. And I also want to ask you, don't you think that we've been conquered already? Because I studied philosophy, Simon Ekpa. Let me tell you this.
No. I disagree with you.
No, yeah, that is for you. But let me give you my point. I have sat down and, emphasized the characteristics, or check the characteristics of a conquered people. Now, let me tell you something. Do you know that whatever these irredentists have done to us, they always get away with it? Not only in Biafra land, so you don't think I'm limiting it. Look at what happened in NSAS. People were slaughtered. Up till today, nothing have been done. Look at what happened in Ondo State the other day. Over 40 people. Now, people don't realize the message that are being sent by coming to a church and murdering 40 people. You know, these Fulanis, they are very systematic in what they do.
My brother, I will not entertain this. Let me tell you, if you say that we are a conquered people, it is an insult to over 50, 70 million Biafrans that are sitting at home whenever we call them to sit at home, because it means that they are not conquered people. Do you know any other person that is sitting at home and obeying their agitators in the entire Nigeria? None. It is only Biafra people. So it is an insult to say that We have
Okay,
conquered
let me
people. You
take
have to be
that
very
back.
specific.
Let me
You
take
have to,
that
yes,
back.
I will want you to take it back and apologize for saying, because
Yeah,
we are not
I
conquered
take
people.
that back
We
and
are
I
very strong.
apologize.
We are very strong and we are ready to resist. Even the Nigeria army, we are resisting. We will fight and defend our land. So we are not conquered people. Let them leave us with Fulanis and see how we are going to deal with it. We have dealt with them already. Our people can go to farm and all that. The testimony are everywhere. So this whole thing, you see, they are coming to bomb and they burn our houses and all that. We are going to engage them very soon because we can't allow them to continue to kill our women and children like that. So we are not conquered people. Not at all. Not even close to people that are conquered.
Well, let me believe you for now, but there are things I have checked. But I'm not saying that we are succumbing, but these people have really done a lot of harm to us.
My brother, the only thing you have to do is to be part of the fundraising on the 18th. Bring your money so we continue to give this security in our land, and you will not be speaking like this. Isoko, bring somebody else, please.
Delegate, okay, thank you for your time. I think the next person is Odogo. Odogo has been with us since. Then the lady on, I think she's a lady. Then she will go. Odogo, please, you go.
Hello. Oh, sorry.
Odogo, no, mouthpiece. Let the lady go first. Okay, the lady go first. Mouthpiece, yeah, go.
It's me. Hello. Thank you so much. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I greet you, beautiful people in this lovely space. I thank you, my Aziz Simon, and all dear fans and Oduduwas, and every other person that I didn't call that are there. I've listened, and I'm so happy in this discussion. I didn't even have much to say, except that a friend of mine from Bayelsa wants to know how you can make sure that if we get Biafra, that they can be in Biafra. So, and secondly, is there any way ESN can help, to checkmate the forest by the boundary from Nsukka into the main Biafra land, to make sure that these evil Fulani terrorists don't enter Biafra through Nsukka? And, so that's what I just want to add. You've said everything. Please, Simon, if you can. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I don't know how the person will be saying whether Bayelsa is part of Biafra. So, and everything we are going to, everything we are going to do is a democracy. So it is open for voting. Those who don't want to be part of us, we vote. Those who voted that they want to be part of us will also be considered. So it is, I don't think anybody will want to join where there is no progress. So anybody knows that joining Biafra will be the biggest and the most blessing that will happen to any nation to join Biafra. And like we said, Biafra is not going to be the system of government you see in Nigeria today. We are going to have what we call a confederation. The confederation state of Biafra means that every confederating state will have their laws, their rights to govern themselves the way they want, just like something like in Dubai, something similar like the United Emirates. Even the United Kingdom, they have the same, they have almost the same thing, because the United Kingdom comprises of four or so different kingdoms or nations. So we are going to adopt this confederating system of government that every either province or the confederating states will have the right to govern themselves, and then those who we feel that needed help, some kind of help, will also be supported. So that it's not going to be a minority or the majority or this and that. No, this is the kind of system we are bringing. So with the kind of system, you don't need to go and start telling somebody to come and join you. They will come, when they understand what we are about to do. Then the issue of our security from the boundary, something is being done, and we are going to make sure that we secure our borders, and nobody will be allowed to enter our land through the border. So we are working on that, and it is going to be completely secured, our land. The point is that we have been facing a lot of challenges because of the Fulani military bombardment and all that. So, but they know that they are not finding it easy. We also told them that the way they come to Biafra land is the way they are going to live, and they're going to live in shame. And that is happening on a daily basis. People should be asking questions. They are deploying military. Every day they send 2,000 military men. Every time 1,000 deployment, 2,000 deployment. Where are they going? Where are all the people that have deployed before? They will continue to come and kill us, but the Biafra land will continue to deal with them. So it is happening. We are already at war, but people don't know it. So my sister, we are doing everything to make sure that our borders are secured. We know that they are also in our forest already. And those that are in those forests, they are the ones doing all this kidnapping and all that. And you find out that this kidnapping is happening close to towns, not like in the deep forest and in our farms and all that. It is happening close to towns where you have the military checkpoint, where the military shield them and protect them and all that. These are where these kidnappings are happening. And the evidences are there from victims who have been kidnapped. They tell you that 200 meters away are the military checkpoint, and the military are looking after their cows and they are kidnapping and all that. So this is a reality and it's a fact that is there for everybody to see. So by the time we finish what we are doing and we are going to be stepping in a little bit to the city to protect our land, I think the music will change by then. So this is all I can say for now. But yes, everything is being put in place. We are following the situation, holistically. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, can I speak now? Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes, you can go ahead. You can go ahead, Dogo. I think you're gonna be the last person here before I leave because Isuko already left.
It's like the network kicking on. Thank you, Mr. Simon. I want to use this opportunity to remind you that some email I sent to you. I'm still waiting for your reply.
Okay.
Thank you. And I want to tell our people that I don't know why, after listening to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for years, and the things have happened to the point we have make a fact check. The latest one of it is what happened in Owo. If you go and listen to the previous broadcast of Nnamdi Kanu, you will see where he mentioned specifically of what happened in Ondo, and people saw it. And it's so heartbreaking when people listen to this kind of a thing and the confirmation came. They still doubt what this Fulani is all about. And when you see them shouting in the church, praise the Lord, you think they believe what the pastors are preaching. While the real thing is happening in their face and they're not taking action. I remember last year when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was shouting, they have taken forests of Ondo State and they are coming. Everybody didn't listen till they slaughtered the people in Owo. And you can see the same day these people, Buhari never laughed. The same day these people were slaughtered was the way he sit on the banquet hall to dine with his APC members. You ask. The only time they tell you Buhari didn't sleep was when Fulanis were killed. But other people killed. When people go and complain, he would just have a smile in his face. And the same day, our people, over 50 of us, we are slaughtered in our war. This man has a banquet. What does that tell you? It simply tell you that they are telling you they are about to win this war. But we are here to disappoint them. And I want to encourage everybody. Because when you say, any day you open your mouth and feel that Nigeria should work, you are confirming and affirming that your children are going to die like Deborah. They're going to die like the man they lynched in Abuja. They're going to die like people that were slaughtered in Owo. They're going to die like people they kill in Ebonyi State. Anytime you stand up and said you are finding a way for Nigeria to work, that's why it's so painful that people still want to go to election to reaffirm for innocent people like Deborah to die more. So stopping election is something we have not done before. There's somebody who tweeted on timeline and said, you can't be doing the same thing and you want a different result. And I said I replied on that time and I said, that is why we have to do something we have never ever done before. Can we stop this election? And by stopping this election, we change every plan or every purpose of this Nigeria Foundation to destroy all of us. This is something we have not done before. And I know we can do it. It does not matter the force. We can stand up and say enough is enough. If you are thinking that Nigerian government is going to help you, You are deceiving yourself. How can in a country like Nigeria, over 50 people blood were shed? Can you watch that video? A child that does not done anything, he's offense because he's a Nigerian and he went to church, was killed in their numbers, and your whole president go ahead and have a banquet. I think that could have been a point that would provoke all Nigeria to be on the street or to revolt and said, no way, we can't continue like this. And you are still giving these people a chance for 2023. Before this 2023 election, they are going to do more. Maybe we are thinking that everything they're going to wait till the 2023 election is over. They're going to start the attack more before the election comes. So everybody should come and think very well, knowing that stopping this election will save our life. Because if you don't vote, they're not going to do anything. Let them roll their tank because we know we outnumber them. So everybody who have turned to obedient or talk to articulated have not been with us in the first place. When they tell you give it a shot, we give it a shot in 2015. We give it a shot in 2019. We give it a shot in 2011. What happened? Go and listen to Obasanjo. Obasanjo said something about his vice president. Then, in the same person, is what you want to become the president of Nigeria. So I don't know how our people are still thinking, but I think I'm going on the way to support my people in any form or shape to make sure there's no election in Biafra land. I am 100% in support of it. You can say whatever you want to say. There's something Nnamdi Kanu said 2 weeks before he was arrested. He said, tonight, I came to tell people, he's not coming to complain or lament about the attack we are getting from all over the places. He's talking to the people who are hardcore. Even before they were born, that challenge of restoring Biafra had been ordained upon their life. That is people he come to talk to that night before he was reinstated into Nigeria. He said, time will come, and this time is now. They're going to buy everybody. Nigeria have over $30 billion war chest to fight against this restoration of Biafra. So everybody is going to be buy off, but it's only those hardcore that are going to stand up and say enough is enough. They will come, they will kill us, we will kill them. At the end of the day, Biafra is going to definitely come. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Well deposited, Odogu. Isoko, I think your listing failed you, so you need to.
Took me out.
All right,
Okay.
let us have two more persons. Just two more persons.
So
I think
Nduka has a lot of questions. Then Tio.
Okay. Yeah,
Nduka has a lot of
questions.
Yes, Nduka has a lot of questions, and I know Tio is for election. Tio, am I right? You are for election, right? Tio Dulami, are you for election?
Hello.
Are you
Thank
for
you,
election?
Isoko.
Wait, hold on. I'm asking a question. Are you for
I'm not,
election?
to be quite honest, I'm not for election. The only election I'm for is the one that Showore can win. But the way it's going.
Okay, hold on. Mute your mic, please. Mute your mic. Asset. Sorry, mute your mic. Asset, are you for the election, please?
Yeah, I'm for the election.
Okay, mute your mic. Thank you. So Nduka, ask your questions because he has questions for people that are for election. So that when you want to answer, when you want to give your submission, you give Nduka some answers. Okay? So Nduka, go with your questions, please.
Good morning from here. I greet everybody. Please, I want to ask people that are shouting P2B. I want to ask them one question. Have they ever been to Bayelsa before? Because I was in Bayelsa when Jonathan was the president of Nigeria. At least I got to a point before you cross to Nembe, there is no road to go to that place. When you go there and you pass a heavy place where they are drilling oil, my dear, when you get there, you will cry for this nation called Nigeria or whatsoever you call it. After that, you will now meet people living inside water. And good luck could not do anything. Nothing. The roads in Bayelsa now cannot be constructed even with the state money. Because if you see the road, you will know the problem they are passing through. And nothing was done. and Goodluck was there fighting for one Nigeria and building all the rubbish which all these people are destroying now. That one is one. Again, people are talking about NSAS, that they did it before, they will do it again. What did you do in NSAS? NSAS that ended with tribalism. It didn't work. It was a real failure. They are talking about go to pool, they will win. Obi is a strong contender, Tinubu this, that. That's pure lie. Have they forgotten what happened? Did Buhari win Jonathan in the election? Didn't they see what happened when they were calling the result? When Orubebe was shouting, they should go and Google it and see what happened. And how did they think that they will win this election? When who is the INEC chairman? What happened there? These people have strategized their people. Even if Obi should win, they will still take him to court. So when they are talking about Obi or this, they are just playing. This is the only chance which we have. They are talking about police brutality. They have stopped this, that. Who says so? 2 days ago, police is pushing almost 2 guys of 4 died in a car because police is pushing them. Why? Go to Imo State now. If they see you with a car, that's how they will pick you up. For what? Owning a car. They don't want to know what you are doing or what. They will take you. Some will even take your ATM machine, take you to ATM or POS and withdraw money from it. They will beat you. So when they are saying Nigeria is working, this is the only chance we have. Somebody is calling, asking, have you been to Southeast, this, that? Have you been here? What do you want him to go there and do? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that is there, what have you done? These are the only people that are speaking your mind, saying what will change their mind, bringing the change, making them, and you're asking him to go there. Come and do what? And stop what he is doing. You know our people, they think that they know it all. There is this thing they do when we are in school, they ask you what is osmosis. You say osmosis is the movement of water molecule from this to this after that. But when they bring that in real life, they don't know what osmosis is. They can't differentiate it. They only there talking rubbish here. My own stand, and I think it's high time we stop listening to all these people here. We should be planning our way forward. What is the strategy? What are we going to do? We need to do more. Because when we are talking about these people, war or they are there. War did not end. War is still happening even till tomorrow. Do you know that the people that died in...
Wrap up, 30 seconds.
Okay. Do you know that the people that died in or the other time, even in this Russia-Ukraine war, I don't think that they have counted such casualties in one day. But we have it in our country and nothing is happening. You're asking Buhari is this thing. What is doing that? He's jubilating of what happened that day. They are jubilating. They are happy of what is going on. So I think it's time we just leave these people and their rubbish, people that are saying, no, be this, that they can go. But my own advice is this. If you know that you have registered, make sure you collect your PVC so that they will not use it to vote. That is my own. If you leave it there, they are going to use it to vote while you are not there. So take it home and keep it. No election is no election. Let us do this one now. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm just, going through what they say. Ojo Zakalo is saying, Muslim ticket and all that. The man is trying to, he is afraid. He's scared of the future. So he's going to even sacrifice his own children for Biafra not to come, but he has failed. So next person, please, the last person, and then we.
Okay. Can we give it to Theo and Asset? Asset is for Obi. So we'll give you guys. Can we give them 2 minutes to just give their submission so that they can just
speak, please?
Oh, we have a lady on stage. I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So sorry, Chi. Oh, Chi, go please. The lady should go, please.
Hi everyone. I want to thank Mazi Simon Ekpa, thank you, Isoko, and every well-meaning Biafrans here. I honestly do not support election in Nigeria, only because we've been voting forever since I was born. Nothing ever worked in Nigeria. The British is working with the Fulani jihadis to kill our people. There's no security in any way. So why should we continue to do the same thing over and over and over and over again and keep getting the same negative result? That is called insanity. So what I would suggest is for us to even boycott referendum. We have come to the stage of breaking out of Nigeria, and this is the beginning of the beginning. No election. Okay, for those campaigning for Obi, let me tell you, it is our southeastern leaders, so-called leaders. They are the problem we have. Do you know the people that will be killed during his administration? Has he resurrected those people? And yet he wants to be a president. The blood of the Biafrans that they have killed and they are still killing is upon them. And anybody supporting them, the blood of those innocent people will consume you. The best thing is for us to get our freedom as quick as possible, because these people, they have an ulterior motive. The Eastern politicians, they are the ones killing us. They are the ones causing insecurity. And yet, we act as if we don't know what is going on. You want us to come and vote for them back in so that they can, wipe all our generations? It's not going to happen. And this is the time for us to pick up our freedom. If we do not do this, they're going to continue to kill us in the churches, in the marketplace, even in our homes. And by the way, I want to thank the Biafrans that have been sitting at home. I say, continue to sit at home. Do not let anybody deceive you. Very soon, we are going to be dancing in the street of Biafra. All hail Biafra. Thank you so much, my brothers and sisters. We move.
We move.
Thank you. We move. Thank you, sister. Mazi Simon, can we give Asset and Tio
Yes.
two minutes to just give their submission?
Yes.
So Tio, you go 2 minutes quickly. Please keep to time, please. Then Asset will go after you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. First, may I take this opportunity to thank Mazi Simon Ekpa. I've been listening to you for a while now. You are knowledgeable. I believe I'm probably older than you, but with all due respect, I give you respect. I'm a Yoruba man. Now, I supported Showore because I know that Showore is unbendable. The way I'm looking at it, I don't want the poor guy to get killed. I listened to you yesterday night about the treaties between between these people. And you see, you keep saying what you don't know is bigger than you. And I think that is a big, big word. And I respect and I give respect to you. I give kudos to you. Voting, I think, is just asking for trouble, because we know that Amechi built a train for these guys to bring shipload of these guys in, and they're going to vote. Nobody is going to stop them. Their children will vote. They use money politics down south to augment PVC. People are not getting. There are too many irregularities in this voting. I don't think it's going to work. People are not even getting their PVC. So, with all due respect, I don't hate Peter Obi. I have several people. I schooled in the southern part of Nigeria, and I was in Lagos, and I had several Inkechis and so many other guys in my class. Still, even many of them are my friends. We're on the same group till today. They speak more Yoruba than even I can speak Igbo. So I respect them. Kudos to them. I have nothing against Igbo people. And I think most of our Yoruba people don't have anything against them. But what I'm begging Mazi Simon Ekpa to do, don't just leave us alone. We have too many people that are weak within the Yoruba state, and it's a problem. We're not saying you have to fight our fight for us. We need your message to demonstrate, to move within the Yoruba nation. We need to bring them closer. Maybe the most important part of your messages, could be cut. I don't know. I'm sorry. It's like I'm giving you work to do. I don't want to do that. I know you have too much on your plate. But if some of these very important points can be put into some small jingles and we can disseminate it within the Yoruba, because information, they say, is power. And these informations are very important and crucial. And I can assure you, I believe that Yoruba Nation should by now, I'm not saying they should compel people by force to sit at
So
home.
please round up, please. Round up, please. Your 2 minutes is up,
Okay,
please. 30 seconds, please.
thank you, ma'am. Well, with all due respect, I think Yoruba people should also start preaching sit at home. I've been saying this for a long time. We should start preaching sit at home in solidarity. Yoruba, sit at home in solidarity. We need to do that. Thank you. I don't want to say too much more. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, my brother, for this particular emotional message you just dropped here. And I will tell you that whenever we make this our exposition, it is already there in the public. So, and we have the Oduduwa brothers and sisters that we are in this whole thing together. I am very, very close to these people. I'm very, 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 when I mean very close, I mean very, very close. So, the Yorubas, our Yoruba brothers, they can also, this information is already there. Once we make exposition, it is already there in the public. So I think it is also going to be very, very fair that they can be cutting this video. This video is downloadable on YouTube. It is downloadable on our pages and all that. Can copy the part that you want, because you know our broadcast is always 3 hours, 4 hours, 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 1.5 hour. You know, sometimes we want it to be, when we have the State of the Nation broadcast, we want it to be like 1.5 hour and stuff, or 1 hour. So they can be cutting those particular section of our exposition, and they will make it, you know, to share. And we have also group. We have group where our broadcast is being shared. We have this group on WhatsApp. We have this group on Telegram. And this page, this group, have been posted on our page. I'm going to post it again. Isoko, I don't know how you do this thing that appears here, your post here. So you need to really teach me how to do this, because you know I'm just very new on this Twitter space. So I don't know how you put on the dashboard and the appears
Okay.
here.
It's
All
just
right,
you go to your tweets. You go to your
yeah.
tweets. Then there's this and the arrow where you see the arrow on any of your tweets. Then just click it. Then it will show you where to post it, either to messages, somebody you're sending to somebody, or you're sending to this particular space we're having. So you see the space topic, just post it on the space. So it will come up here immediately. So if you go to the tweet you're talking about, if you've tweeted it before, it has to be a tweet. Whatever document you want to post there, you have to tweet it first. Then you can now post it on the Jumbotron on the space here.
Okay. I will try to learn how it works. I will try it one of these days. All right, thank you.
Okay.
So my brother, what I was saying is that yes, this particular broadcast can be cut in those, especially those important ones that you want to share. It can be within 3 minutes of the video, or 4 minutes, or even 10 minutes of the video, and you can share it on all Oduduwa group and all that. Now, having said that, I want people to understand that the situation we are into now is beyond individual capability, is beyond individual competency, is beyond individual professionalism, expertiseness, and what have you. So the situation we are now is beyond all these things. That this one is capable, this one has his experienced person, Obi is this, Oro is that. All the problem we have in Nigeria now is beyond that. We are now fighting for the right to live. You have to be alive first. And with the situation and the condition and the structure of Nigeria, it has been designed for you to be killed and take your ancestral land taken over from you. And in order to stop that, the only way you can stop it is to disintegrate. Everybody goes their way. We begin to build our defense system. We begin to protect our borders, protect our land, so that the life of our children and women can be protected. But in this Nigeria, it will never be possible, because the agenda of the Fulani from the onset, from the secret document we have so far, has been to conquer. And the British even recognize the Fulani as a people that Any place they go, they leave everybody dead. That it is on the record. It is in the British record. The British, they wrote this thing as in their record that the Fulani will always leave everybody dead, and there is never peace in any place they visited. So it was what the British described, while they were talking about Fulani. So how can you continue to stay with people with such history? And their attitude in Nigeria have not changed. They have not proved otherwise. So we are going to, on this note, I think Isoko is again having some issue with the network. As I can see that the network has kicked her out.
Yeah,
again.
but I'm supposed to be the next person. I don't know if I can just go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much, Mazi Simon and Isoko lady. I've actually been meaning to have an opportunity like this to talk with you. And I'm begging that you give me just a little time to make my point.
We don't
First
have
of all,
that. We don't have that. You have to make your point in 2 minutes, please.
Okay, fine. The first point I want to really stress is that this sit-at-home issue is hitting on Igbo people, and it's as if we are not being wise enough. The reason is because if you are in touch with the real masses in the Igbo land, the real traders that we are, you will understand that a trader that does not trade on Monday, does not trade on Tuesday, does not trade on Thursday because Nnamdi Kanu is going to court, and now because of election, he is almost doomed. There is hunger down there in the east, and of course, you need to ask questions before you can understand this very well. I'm in touch with the villagers there. Now, coming to the next thing I want to talk about, the election boycott. We need to be wise enough. If you boycott the election, you are just doing yourself, because to win an election, we don't even need the southern states. Southern states are just 5 in number. What you need to win an election is simple majority, and 25% of 2/3 of the entire states that we have in Nigeria. That's about 19 states. If you remove the whole east, you are still going to have that number. And besides, no matter how you do sit at home, there will be voting in government house and there will be voting in some other area. So definitely vote will count. There will be votes from government house and there will be vote from Igbo land. So you would not have done anything. And besides, by the time you boycott the election, what would you have achieved? Zero. The reason is because somebody will still be elected and somebody will still rule over the entire state. What are we going to do? Is it to carry arms? Because when we hear that we have ESN in the bush and we have them here and there, of course they are doing their best, but their best I'm not sure is enough to face the Nigerian army that has a copter, has warships, and have everything. If they were that sophisticated as they should be, you wouldn't be having all these numerous kidnapping and killings that are going on by the so-called Fulanis that we're hearing every day, including the one that happened yesterday and so many other things like that. So these guys are still very much immature to even do anything, let alone facing Nigerian army. So anybody that is thinking that when we will stop election from happening in Igbo land, then we will now face Nigerian army, that is never going to happen. I must assure you that. And let me also make sure what. No, sir, just hold on, sir. The Oduduwa nation that we are talking about, Yorubas are very wise. If you look at even the last speaker that talked, he said he's going to support the election if only Sowore is going to win. That is wisdom. He's going to support if he's sure that somebody that is wise enough from Yoruba land is going to. But none of them is going to boycott the election. You have never heard that Yoruba man or any other tribe boycotted the election, because they have their own candidate and they are campaigning for them seriously so that they can win election. Again, for most of you, about 99% of you that spoke today are actually living abroad, including you, Oga Simon. You are living in Finland and you won an election in 2013 there. So you are basically from there, particularly. You don't understand what we are facing here in Nigeria. You don't understand what an average Igbo man who does not go to market, what he's facing. You cannot, if the war comes down now, I'm sure you're not going to come down with us to fight the war. Go and ask every elderly person. Sorry, just a second. Sorry, just a second. Just a second.
Listen to me.
Just a moment.
Mute your mic.
You see, this is exactly one of the, some of these people, and I'm gonna address him in a way that he will understand me. You see, when they come like this, you give them an opportunity to talk, And of course, whenever you want to start addressing them, they started raising their voice. And in other way, every time they want to talk, they say Biafra people are making noise, you are shouting. Whenever they come to our space, we give them the opportunity to vent everything they have to vent. Now, to show how ignorant this man is, this man here told you that even the ESN that we are talking about, if they are as good as they claim, that the Fulani are kidnapping, he even mentioned the one that the Fulani, he called them by their name, that Fulani kidnapped yesterday. Even that, they kidnapped yesterday. Yet, this idiot is not worried that the Fulani kidnapped. He's not bothered about the yesterday kidnapped by the Fulani. He is not bothered. He is more worried about the sit at home that is dealing with the government, whether he like it or not. He went further to say, you do not even have military hardware. Your ESN don't even have military hardware to face the Nigerian army. But he also have not told you whether those military hardware have been used on those kidnappers that he said kidnapped yesterday, the Fulanis. The military hardware have never been used on them. Yet, this man is not bothered. This man is saying that sitting at home is dealing with Igbo people, poor people, because he's on ground. But the same Igbo people who are sitting at home, the people that we communicate with on ground, have even vowed to even stay more than we want them to stay. So those who are complaining about sitting at home is people like him who believe in one Nigeria. They are not real Biafrans. Now, he went further to say, that winning of the election is not winning the election is not a problem, and so why was we boycott election and the Yoruba people are not boycotting election? Even the Yoruba man say if Sowore is going to come out to contest, he is going to vote on Sowore if it is Sowore. So that is wisdom. Yet this idiot did not know that Yoruba people have not fought war in Nigeria like Biafra fought. This idiot did not know that in 1967, Biafra lost millions of children to war between Biafra and Nigeria. No other nation in Nigeria fought a war except Biafra. So in the other sense, nobody needs this freedom more than us because we have paid the biggest price. But here, he is expecting Yorubas to fight the way we are fighting. He is expecting every other person to fight the way we are fighting. Because by the time Yorubas face what we face in Nigeria, they're going to fight more than us. And they are already facing it. Because at least you have not heard where terrorists entered church and they killed people in Biafra land. But it happened in Yoruba land. A lot is happening in Yoruba land. Even with the Amotekor, they have been killing Yoruba people. In our land, we are not seeing the Fulani killing us. The people that are killing us are the Nigerian military sent by the president. They come to kill us. By the military and the governors in the southeast, they are the one inviting the killers to come and kill us in the name of Nigeria army. But in Yoruba land, is it happening like that? The answer is no. How many Oduduwa governors have invited military to come to their land and bombard their own people? None of them have done that. The time we were telling Oduduwa people that terrorists have surrounded their forest, they hurried up, they investigated, it became truth. They instituted immediately, launched Amotekon security access. Against all odds, they fought. Fulani came with all manner of sanctions against them. They stood together, they fought. Yet, this idiot is here telling you how ESN is not good enough to stop the kidnapping that happened yesterday. While in that kidnapping, military checkpoint was 500 meters away, and he is not bothered. So you see, whenever you see these particular people that come to talk like this and talk against the sit at home, they are the people that are one Nigeria. And there are going to be those that will vote against the Biafra referendum if we end up having a referendum. And we are not bothered about them because they are 0.00001% of Biafrans. And their voice doesn't count. And so when they talk about the sit at home, that our people are dying of hunger, the people have been dying of hunger, and we didn't start it. The people that are making people to die of hunger at the government are the same governor. He said that if we stop election, people are going to vote in government house. Yes, let them go and vote in government house. The report will come from government house, and the Nigerian media will report it that in other parts of Biafra land, election did not hold. Election only took place in government house, and only those in government house, living in government house, that voted. Let them have it on record that the people rejected them, and only those in government house voted. And we are waiting, and when we get to that bridge, we are going to cross it. For now, it is a resolution we have passed, and we are going to cross that bridge because it has never happened anywhere in the history of Nigeria. And this time around, because of why we want to leave Nigeria, we have adopted this particular no election, and it is going to happen. So when we come to the point of people voting in government house, let the whole world know that Biafra people rejected Nigeria. Not only rejecting Nigeria, we rejected Nigeria, rejected the election, rejected their democracy, rejected everything that Nigeria has to offer. So those who accepted it will be the governors in government house. And what do you expect them to do in the first place? And I want to know how the ballot paper or the box or the electoral official will fly from, using helicopter to land in the government house. They are going to fly now. So let them have it and enjoy themselves. But sit at home, we continue. And by the time we have it few days after the election, we are also going to know how those who have entered the government house to conduct the election is going to transmit their electoral results in papers, because they need to also follow our road in Biafra land, which will be under lock and key. Thank you very much, Isoko. I want you to...
Can I please ask a question,
All right.
please? All right, thank you so much. Mr. Simon Ekpa, thank you for hosting this room. But I just have like a very simple question to ask you. I don't know if you've touched on it or you've talked about it, but so it's about the sit at home that you talked about, and you said that in Biafra land that they're going to sit at home for 2 weeks, and you are going to feed them. So how is that possible? How are you going to feed millions of people for 2 weeks? You can say people should not vote. I think I will stand with that. But for you telling people that they should sit at home for 2 weeks and you're going to feed millions of people, do you have the logistics to know how many people you're going to feed from Anambra to Enugu to Abia to Imo? Like, it's just too much. And the 2 weeks sit at home, don't you think it's going to affect people's businesses? Even people abroad, like now we know what's going on abroad. There's inflation in almost every part of the country. And we know that we have relatives out there that are trying to support their people back home. It's difficult for them in their country of base. And also taking care of people back home again, it's also difficult. Don't you think that this burden is just too much? Me, I'm not for election. Like, seriously, I don't even care about the system. But the individuals, the people themselves, those are the people that I am actually after. I don't think that we should put that mandatory sit at home for 2 weeks. You could say that.
Isoko, first of all, I don't know where you hear that we are going to feed the people. No, I never.
It's not Isoko, it's Dicey.
Okay. Sorry? Or is it okay?
It's
Somebody is
Dicey.
asking through you, right?
No, she's on stage with you. Dicey Bell, she's there.
Okay. I didn't see the person talking. Okay, Dicey Bell. All right. Okay, sorry about that. I was surprised. Okay. So Dicey Bell, I don't know where you hear me saying I am going to feed the people. I have never made such comment, and there is never in any of my broadcasts, nor in this particular space, I have ever said we are going to feed Biafrans or millions of Biafrans. I've never said that. So that's a very wrong information you got. I don't know who told you that. That is one. Two is that we have asked people to start saving for this particular thing that is coming. Start saving. That is what we have given to the people. So election is coming. The election in Nigeria have a history. There are a history of crisis where people are killed, murdered, assassinated. This has been the normal history of Nigeria election. So this time around, we have asked our people that they should start saving. So if you look, you see that this is completely different from what you have been seeing, for past years, because we started this awareness and campaign now 1 year ahead. 1 year ahead. So you have 1 year, a whole 1 year to save for 2 weeks sit at home. And I have said it, that this 2 weeks sit at home is not final, that we are going to be reviewing the situation on ground. That as the present situation on ground, and like if the election is taking place today, we are going to sit at home for 2 weeks based on the current situation in our land. So maybe by that time the election will happen in next year, the situation may change. So if the situation change, we will now review the situation on ground and know whether we are going to adjust this 2 weeks sit at home or whether we are going to even add another 1 week. Because we need to, we have our plan. So we know that when we stop the election, something will happen. So we need to prepare our people also so that nobody will lose his or her life. We'll be ready to protect and defend our land to some extent. We are ready for that. So it is when you hear 1 2 weeks sit at home, it's not like it is final. And I have explained this thing severally, that this 2 weeks sit at home is just a proposal because of what is obtainable at the moment. The security situation in our land, the military bombardment, the military siege, and all that. So if it happens now that the election is being conducted today, we need 2 weeks sit at home to make sure we clear everything. Now, by that next year, it can also be that we are only going to sit at home for 3 days, okay, depending on the security situation. It can only be that we are going to sit at home for only 1 week, depending on the security situation. So we are only telling our people now that this election that we are going to stop, you are going to be ready to sit at home for 2 weeks. So start saving from today. And then those people in Biafra land can support each other. This is going to be a fight of Onyagala Nwanne. You don't leave your brother behind. Your neighbors can help you to feed you. If you sit at home during the COVID-19, that the government themselves, this government telling you today that sit at home is everybody is dying of hunger. They are the one who use the aid, the palliative that they gave to the people, to the poor people. They lock them up in warehouse. This is how wicked these people are. But today, the same people that lock up the palliative and refuse to share it to the poor people are the one concerned today about sit at home. The sit at home is bringing people poverty. They are hungry and all that. But they are not complaining because they know that we can never make a wrong decision for them. So what we are trying to say is that this sit at home will happen, and it is part of the process to stop this election. And when we finish the sit at home, we'll be ready to defend our land. However they come, however they want it. This is the message, and people should start saving for it now. We are not telling you to sit at home for 3 months like they did during the COVID-19, and they provided nothing for you, and people still survive it. So this is a fight for survival, and it is not a big price and sacrifice to do. We can all survive it. Thank you.
Okay, Simon, I don't know if we can give our closing submission. Do you want to take more people? I'm no longer a co-host. You can bring more people if you still have time.
No, I don't have much time again. I think Chikodi, you can speak because I don't know whether your mic is still available. So you can talk. If it is not available, then Isoko, I would like you to give our audience a closing remark, and then we're going to leave. You're going to give us a closing remark today.
Okay, I will. Success, you go. Success, are you there, Chikodi? I don't think his mic is.
Yes, I think Success have been having a problem with the mic and all that. So you can go ahead, and after you, I will close you.
Okay. So my closing remark, that's why I have to put some things on the Jumbotron so that people can actually read and do more research about what I posted. Somebody came up and said, oh, they're going to buy 1,000 drones for the election. Like, oh my God, we're doing something massive. for the election. Oh my God, my darling, that person that said that you have 176,846 polling booths in Nigeria, and so many of these polling booths are in the rural areas where you cannot even go yourself. So how are you going to send? How are you going to even purchase that? Talk less of even taking it there, and talk less of even being allowed to actually do that. Even in urban areas, they will not even still allow you to even use your drone. So let's even put that aside, because that point you bring in to act as if you have one technical way of solving your electoral malpractice. It has already failed even on arrival. Before it has failed. So don't even bother yourself buying drones. Like that plan has failed already. So the other day we had Dele Momodu from PDP that came up to talk to us in Clubhouse, and we asked him, is PDP article, is it going to come and restructure? Is it going to come out and do restructure? Because some of the things our PVC people keep saying, oh, let's do this. We don't know how. We need to choose a Peter Obi. We need to choose this person. We need to vote, because they're going to, let's vote somebody that will have us in mind. Let's vote somebody that will say, okay, they are going to restructure, or they are going to give us state police, or they are going to do something that we want. Well, Dele Momodu said it live there, and other people that were in that clubhouse there, I think there are some of them are on this stage here, and said, nobody can do it. No, nobody is talking of, what is restructuring? Who is talking of restructuring? Who wants to do that? He said it in his own Yoruba. You know how he talks now. My dear, he said facts. I don't blame him for saying what he said, because he's actually saying the truth. Nobody is going to give you restructuring. If there's the lie, they lie to you to make you feel election is better than no election. It is a lie from the pit of hell. In case that is something that is making you feel, yes, you need to vote because somebody is going to change something for you. That is not going to happen. Nobody is going to change anything for you. You're voting, you're going to just do the continuation of what Buhari has been. There is nothing going to change. The killing will continue, the poverty will continue, because nobody is changing anything for you. Not even the exclusive list is going to be changed. Is it Peter Obi? Peter Obi. In fact, for the fact that Peter Obi is not even going to win first and foremost, let's not even say, okay, fine, maybe he now wins. Who is going to even allow him have his own pen? Who's going to even allow him to even change pen, biro on table? They will not even allow him do shit. In Aso Rock, the North will never allow him to do anything. Not even for the North. They are going to go against him left, right, center. And that is how he will come out drained. Let's even say he has good intentions. But one word I took from Dele Momodu, he said, don't believe politicians. He said it without even, forgetting that he himself is a politician. He said it, forgetting himself is a politician. He said, politicians are all liars. Do not believe politicians. And it's a fact. Politicians are liars. Do we come and tell you this one, Tinubu, it is my own turn to become president? No, influence is not even fit. Your Buhari has been there for 8 years. He cannot even fix, just even hospital. He knows he's sick. He knows he's old. At his age, one of the things they need most is health care. That one, he could not even do it. He could not. And you think your Nigeria want to change for you with election? Please now. Please now. Give yourself some brains, babe. Give yourself some brains. Look at what even Punch newspaper even said it. I think by 2026, the revenue of Nigeria is going to be used to service debt 100% by 2026. That seems like how many years to come? Do you know what that means? Poverty plus all over the land. And you think all this banditry and killings is it's gonna be times 20. What is causing? There is poverty in the land. That is why somebody will be walking on the street and somebody can tell, come and join terrorism. The person will easily join for 5,000 naira. For common 5,000 naira, the person we join banditry, we join terrorism, we join anything bad just to feed. This is the country we have. Nigeria is already a failed state. Even the Guardian newspaper in the UK has actually, they've said it. They said it conishly, but they've said it. Nigeria is like a failed state. Nigeria is already failed. And the Northerners will come and tell you their mind all the time. They don't want you from the South to rule over them. And you will still not believe them. Why can't you just believe? When the North tell you what they want, they tell you who they are. Why are you not believing them? Why are we from the South? Why are we so always hopeful? Thinking what they are saying might, you want to help them think now. You want to enter their brain to change their thinking. Do you think the North doesn't know that the South is supposed to be the next? They are supposed to zone it to even the Southeast. Do you think they don't know? And PDP decided, no, we'll give the ticket to Atiku. You think APC was not about to do the same thing until Tinubu came to threaten them? They know what, guys. Please wake up. Please, we need to wake up. Don't go and get you. If you want to get your PVC, get it. I even saw somewhere, even in clubs now, they are posting get PVC, get PVC, get PVC. Even in clubs now, everybody is posting they are doing get PVC. Yeah, get your PVC. Keep it, keep your PVC. As somebody said, when you go and register for your PVC, make sure you take it and keep it at home. Don't leave it there. Though the rigging will still happen, if you like it or not. Because me, myself, I've been part of election and I know how rigging takes place. In case some of you don't know, you see PDP and APC, both of them on that day, they will agree. On that day of election, they agree and they work in coordination. In case you don't know, this is how election happens in Nigeria. And it's going to happen again. There has never been any mechanism to change that, and it's still going to continue happening. You are going to be the gullible ones thinking there's one Messiah. There is no Messiah for you. Is either you take the country with your you take it like with the horn, you pull it, or you just allow yourself to continue. Look at everybody, Japa. Olomo is there. If he does Japa space now, over 1,000 people, 2,000 people, they want to Japa. Why are you running? Why are you running? Where are you running to? Why are you running? You want to Japa? Don't Japa. Get your PVC and vote. Stay in Nigeria. The ones shouting, we are outside Nigeria. We are the ones talking this, talking that. Why do you want to run away? Why are you running? Stay there. Like what I would say lastly, the earlier you know Nigeria is not for you, the better for you. No this and no peace. And those of you running left, right, center, you don't know where you belong. Stay in one place. Let the thunder that want to fire you. Wow. Let the thunder that want to fire you. Stay in one place. Don't be today, yeah. APC, PDP, one Nigeria, self-determination, yeah. Stay in one place. Stay in one place. Mr. Simon, thank you so much for this opportunity to speak.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Isoko, for your wonderful input there. And of course, on this note, we are going to call off this particular space discussion. It has been a wonderful time with you all, and I'm going to be here. Just look out and follow us on Twitter so that you will know every time we are on space. I will be coming every now and then. And because the situation is what it is now, I will be coming more regularly to the space to discuss about these issues, and especially looking for the one Nigerians to engage them so that the world will know how they think and their level of reasoning, for those who support one Nigeria. But we are living, and we are living for good. Biafra people have resolved to leave Nigeria, and we have resolved that no matter what happened in 2023, election will not take place in our land. It is the first time we are taking this bold step. And you cannot continue to do the same thing all the time and expect a different result. This time around, we are going to do something differently. And that thing we are going to do differently is that we are not going to allow election in Biafra land. Thank you very much, and see you some other time.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, good evening, everybody. Bye.
You must listen to her. Of course, you must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
IPOB, one family. Biafrans all over the world. If we want safety and security for our people, then let's continue to support Eastern Security Network. All donations are welcome. No contribution is too small or too large. Do your part, knowing that freedom is in our hands, and together we must all rise to the occasion. Go to our website to make your contribution, www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. And remember that freedom is not free, but together we restore it, farm by farm, forest by forest, house by house, and street by street.
Fleeing residents, including women and children, the means of transportation is inconsequential as long as they can escape further attacks, leaving behind a deserted community. One of the victims, a young man who got hit by a bullet, recounts his ordeal.
Last night, on my way from the market, 4 unsuspected headsmen attacked me, and as I tried to escape, they shot at me and the bullets hit my back and my stomach. However, I ran with the injuries to my house.
At this local government headquarters, a 1-month-old baby whose mother was killed is brought to the traditional ruler, while the council chairman provides more insight.
After they killed the mother, the person that brought the child said that they have killed his own too, and they are taking his own inside the room and rock it. When he was running, then he saw the baby climb. That is why he carried the baby and he brought to me.
12:30 to 1 a.m., I was called upon that the Fulani herders attacked Tier 2 community and a lot of people were killed. So it's so barbaric. We really condemn the killings in Benue State.
While political and traditional rulers gather to chart a way forward, Governor Samuel Otom calls for greater action by the federal government to secure the citizens and asks the people to take responsibility for their safety.
One day, more than 20 people killed. This is not right. I'll continue to say it. But I have told my people, defend yourselves. If you need help from me, I'm ready to give you that help to defend yourself. We're no longer going to keep quiet or fold our arms again to allow these people to continue to kill us in this manner.
Although the police is yet to comment on the attack, local authorities say 16 persons were killed in Taka, while 8 were killed in Guma, the governor's local government area, with many persons now displaced, further worsening the already stretched humanitarian situation in the state.
Thank you.